We
Let's
got
get
30
straight
people in
into
this.
it. Let's get
Let's
straight
get it.
into it, Pino. I'm not even gonna do no intro. I don't even got time for that. We're gonna go straight live. It's Friday night. We're
Man,
here.
we lit. We lit.
Heck yeah, bro. Nate, congratulations on your upcoming fight happening in October, by the way. I guess we'll get into that too.
We'll get into that. Let's get into the speed demon, though, man. The PDF has dropped.
What's your
Very.
takeaway from that? What is your takeaway from that? The new so basically everybody here appeal got denied for because they were late. But now they're trying to like use other counties and other districts to kind of like push this you're echoing a little bit, brother. They're trying to like push this like, oh, if it was in this county or this district, it's kind of like the same thing on the Wade Wilson Ufferman thing. They're trying to use like other things to get out of this, which is funny. We're gonna go over the whole thing though.
I believe they're just. I mean, it's a last ditch effort, bro. Uh, and sorry about that, Echo. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash the like on the way in here. It's a last ditch effort for sure. They're grasping at straws, 100%.
Yeah, bro. I want to show you all some stuff tonight too. I had the opportunity to watch the whole unredacted body cam, and obviously it's never going to come out, to the light. At least for me or anybody that we got it from. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if you can even get this requested wise, but somebody sent it to me, and I watched the whole thing. And Mackenzie Shirilla and her, all her stands of fans are saying that she was underneath the wheel well, and dude, honestly, I did take screenshots of this, and I'm gonna show you all in a second, man, because this is bull crap, bro. They lied. All right, so there's one her laying. All right, right here. Look, so they're trying to tell us that she is like underneath the wheel well. Honestly, she's not hard to get out. They just had to make sure that they had no broken bones and stuff, so they had to kind of drill her out. But honestly, watching this, and I'm like, you people are trying to tell me that Mackenzie, bro, she got that airbag went off and she just leans over. Stop the cap. Shit, that airbag went off and she just leaned over, bro. She laid there till somebody came, bro. Y'all lying.
Listen, Fluff, I believe that is the fucking true story right there because I believe she was awake, and then when the police came, she played possum. This is what I believe. I think she watched everything. I believe she saw everything, and I believe that when she braced herself for the impact, I think she calculated it so well that she was able to do all that stuff. And then when they came, she just leaned over. That's what I believe.
Oh, great comment by a great creator right here. True Crime and Chill Crew. Okay, a lot of the positioning information comes from the crime scene drawings too. All the officers look different. All the other officers look different. I have three. They are all different. I think she's talking about the positions. So yeah, no, exactly. I don't. I'm not even care about what people are saying about like the other. I'm not even gonna bring that up. But basically, the way that
I'm
she's
gonna.
positioned right here. Go ahead, Pino.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna respectfully disagree with DVS on this one. I think she was in a. I don't think she calculated it. I think she was in a fit of rage. This is just my theory. I think she was in a fit of rage, and she smashed the gas. And right before the last second, she kind of moved the car to the left because she seen that wall coming up too close to her, and she moved the car to the left a little bit and clipped their side, and that's why they got most of the damage. But I do agree with DVS on the fact she was awake and she's fully
Mm,
aware. She just
that's what I was
leaned
thinking too.
over. I feel
Yeah,
like she just leaned over. She was fully aware of everything that was going on.
nah, for sure,
I do
bro.
too. I do too. And I looked at her body cam, right, with no sound. When she got arrested and she was in the back of that police car, there were times where you can actually I don't know I'm no wizard or anything, but it seemed like she was off in the distance, and like when she noticed the camera was in the back of the squad car, it's like she kind of started like really owning this shit. You know what I mean? Like it was a weird understanding for her where she was accepting what was happening, but at the same time, it was a disconnect. If you watch it without sound, it's kind of wild.
Oh yeah, bro. So the way this is my opinion, bro. I think you both are, you have some truths in there, but it's still premeditated murder just because of the fact that she knew that Dom was leaving her. We knew that this was happening. With Davion, I don't know if she wanted him to die, but it happened, so she got charged with both. And the appeal's late. Can we pull it up, DBS? Are you able to pull the paperwork up? Let's go through this. Salute to everybody in the building. Hold on.
There you go. You should be able to plus on it too. I don't know. I know I'm on a Mac. I don't know what you're on, but you
Dude,
should.
I hate StreamYard. We gotta go. We gotta.
Yeah, right there in the middle where it says 100%, you could plus and zoom it in.
Yeah, StreamYard sucks. Okay, can you hear me, Pino?
I can hear you.
Okay, just
DVS,
making
I think
sure.
he can hear you because he pulled the PDF up. It's up right now. I'm just trying to tell him in the middle you can hit the plus sign and you'll go ahead and in the middle right there at the top. Yep, and you'll enlarge it, and then you got to just go down bit by bit so everybody can see.
Yeah, and another thing too, there's a lawyer that did a video on this. I put that in a private chat too. So if we don't understand the language, I think we'll go straight to his. Let's just skim through it. We'll go straight because he's gonna break it down to a T, and we're not lawyers, but
I'll read it
it's funny to
if you
reach
go
it. No,
down.
yeah, no, yeah. We'll have Pino read it. But dude, they're reaching like scroll down, Pino. I mean, scroll
That's
down,
what.
DBS. Bro, they go right into it. They go straight into it. Go ahead, Pino.
Brief in support of reconsideration. If Mackenzie Shirilla has been convicted in one of the counties that compare the Second District Court of Appeals of Ohio, her post-conviction relief petition would have been heard on its merits because it would have been considered timely filed. There is a distinct probability that the first and seventh districts have reached the same conclusion. But because the prosecution relief petition was filed in the 8th District, which views the time limit for filing similarity to the 10th and 11th District, the petition was dismissed as untimely filed. RC.2953.21, which sets the time for filing a petition for post-conviction relief, applies throughout the entire state of Ohio. When, as here, the district courts of appeals are divided to the interpretation of the statutory provision, this court should intercede. Background. So basically, it's saying that they violated her rights of 365 days, and they're going to go into the background on it. It says in her previously filed memorandum in support of jurisdiction, Ms. Shirilla argued that this court should resolve a conflict that has arisen throughout the state as to the meaning of RC 2953.21, provision that a petition for post-conviction relief be filed within 365 days of the filing of the trial transcript in the direct appeal of the case. Ms. Shrilla's I can't say that word for shit, bro. Memorandum.
You got it.
Memorandum, that's how you say it. In support, reviewed the differences arising in the district courts of appeals in their respective interpretations of the term trial transcript. In State versus Deaton, 2019, Ohio 2128, 2nd District, the 2nd District held that sentencing transcript filed separately from and after the transcription of the trial proceedings still was part of the trial transcript, thus extending the 365-day deadline for filing a post-conviction relief petition. Deaton conflicts with the 8th District decision in that instant case here and thereafter in the opinion below. In the instant case, the transcript of proceedings that took place in the
Real
general
quick, real quick,
division.
real quick. Stop right there. Miss Cynthia, I understand your opinion on this, but let me tell you something. She gets out, she starts dating your cousin, and then you're gonna have a different opinion when she does it to your cousin. Or another thing too is why does everybody want Mackenzie Shirilla to have a new trial? Let her go through these trial and tribulations and grow. And if she is able in 15 years, because it is part of where if we're going by the law, she has a chance to, right? But why are we trying to get a new trial? Like, I don't understand that. If it happened to
I'm
you, you wouldn't be saying it. That's all I'm saying.
so I'm gonna just be real, right? I'm gonna just keep it a buck 50, right? And bro, she got spared. For anybody thinking that she needs a new trial, any Mackenzie supporters or Mackenzie simps, thinking that she needs a new trial, you obviously don't understand the law. Because if she does get a new trial and she goes to trial and she loses that trial by jury, I don't know about how Ohio works, but in the state of Florida, whatever the max is, when you lose trial, if you make the state pay tax-paying dollars to take you to trial, they are going to give you the max. So in Mackenzie's case, the max is life. I mean, I don't. She
Okay, let's
got
say she got a
she
new
got
trial. Give her a new
she got
trial, right?
spared. She got spared. 15 to life is you're getting spared, bro. You can get out on parole within 15 to 20 years. She
So
got spared.
in Pino's opinion, he just said it. She got spared. So you guys are trying to give her a new trial. Okay, go ahead. And it's just like a comment just said a minute ago, if she gets sent, do a new trial, and she's going to get sentenced to life without that possibility of parole. But if you're getting all this evidence, these juries are going to see this. Oh my gosh, bro.
I
Yeah.
disagree, man. I disagree because at the end of the day, I believe this was a chess move on the DA's part, the judge's part. She's gonna do at least, bro, 30 to 35 years. The
Well, her
fact that
DR's already pushed her back a good five.
well, forget the DRs. Just
Mhm.
off of the nature of the crime, right? Off of her not being truthful
Well,
and honest,
what
right?
if you go?
Because
What you real quick, DBS? Before you go, Pino, DBS. Okay, so she's been acting up to her little couple years in prison already. So if she starts doing good, like the last what 12, could she get a possibility, or they gonna judge her
maybe,
from the first 2 years?
maybe listen, she could decide to get real holy right now and go to church every Sunday and be a part of whatever it is that they got going on over there and be in every program there is, bro. No matter what, if she
I
admits to it or she doesn't, and she still goes with the same story, they're gonna keep on hitting her and hitting her. It's gonna be 24 months, 18 months, 12 months, 24 months, off of everything they could possibly smack her with. And I guarantee you, the last cards going to be played are going to be the fucking that fact that she's going to have a horrible disciplinary, and the fact that she still hasn't admitted to what it is that she did, because the only way this is going to work for her and for her to get out at 30, 35, is if she goes to her first parole board and admits that she did it with the intentions of killing Dom and Davion. Then they're gonna fucking
yeah.
say, "Hey,
We
listen,
talked about that last live. We said that she keeps talking about no intent. Well, you dumbass bitch. That's what you're gonna have to say when you go to that parole. When you
you're
go in
gonna
front
Well,
of
have
the
to."
people, you have
And if
to.
yeah.
you don't, they're gonna go off the fact that you're still fucking playing games. You held on to it for fucking 15 years, right? And now you want to play games. All right, we're gonna keep on hitting you for another 15, and then we'll use your disciplinary if we want to for another 10 on top of the 30.
Well,
We got Blue
essentially,
Eyes in the building too. Salute the Blue.
What up? What up?
shout
What
out.
up?
Shout out, Ronnie.
Look,
Essentially, they do it at every parole hearing. They want you to take accountability for your actions. And you got to understand, a parole hearing is not court. You're no longer in the court process, Mackenzie Shirilla, and this goes to Natty Ice and Crackhead Scuba Steve. She is no longer in the court. She's no
You're at the
longer in
that
the
that
court
mercy of
that
a
process.
three
natty
a three
ice.
person panel.
Yeah, you're at the mercy of a three-person panel, and you have already been found guilty. So when you do go up for parole, you in their eyes are guilty. I don't care if you don't remember what you did. I don't care if you say you don't remember what you did. I don't care if you say it wasn't you, it couldn't have been you, whatever. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you get Dom's name tatted on your face before your parole hearing. I can tell you that they're gonna expect you to take full, just like DBS said, it's every parole hearing. They expect you to take full accountability for the actions you were convicted of. If you don't take full accountability, you will not get approved for parole. Not only are they going to ask you for full accountability, but they're also going to ask you, how can you prevent these actions from happening again? They're going to ask you, how are you going to integrate into the community? They're going to ask you what kind of programs you've taken. They're going to ask you what kind of programs you're going to take when you get out. They're going to ask you what kind of employment you're going to have when you get out. All this better be lined up. Your fucking chickens better be in a fucking one spot. Put them all in one spot, because if there's one fucking chicken out of place, your ass is getting denied. They don't even play that shit. And again, like DVS says, she's gonna have to go on a straight narrow trail from here on out in order to meet that 15-year deadline.
I like what y'all said. Your destiny is in front of a 3-person panel. Is that what you said?
That's
Your
exactly what it
mercy,
is.
your mercy, I think.
Yeah, you're at the mercy of a 3-person panel.
Wow,
Correct.
that's strong. That's strong. Let's get back to this.
So the General Division of, don't even ask me to say that, Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court was filed 366 days before the post-conviction relief petition was filed. But following the filing of the transcript of the proceedings that took place in the Juvenile Division, Mackenzie Shirilla was 17 at the time of the offense. That was filed in the 8th District. The later transcript had been ordered by Ms. Shrilla's appellate counsel at the time the notice of appeal was filed, and contemporaneously, maybe I said that right? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Contemporaneously.
Contemporaneously, I think it was. I don't know. Keep going.
No, hell no. That says contemporaneously.
Pino had it right the first time. Yeah.
It was right the first time. All right, go ahead.
That's
why he's
decent.
reading this. He's straight from prison education. I love it, Pino. Keep going.
Oh, I got a college reading
Bro,
level.
on Google they say you're a lawyer. On Google,
DGs,
on Google they have you listed as a lawyer. I think that's hilarious. Keep going.
That is hilarious. Yeah, they have me listed. For those that don't know, I'm listed as a lawyer on Google, and I don't know why. Apparently, YouTube classified me as a jailhouse lawyer. The transcript of the juvenile proceedings was essential to the first assignment of error in Ms. Shrilla's direct appeal, and was cited by both the state and the defense in their respective appellate briefs. Nonetheless, the opinion below held that the transcript of the juvenile proceedings could not be used in the 365-day filing. Oh, you got to go up just a bit. Sorry about that. Just one line go up.
And Pino's not at his normal house tonight. He's somewhere else. That's why you might hear some background. Just like
you're gonna hear some Spanish in the background, but it's everybody's going to bed, so you guys are good. The state, go up one line for me.
Can't do that. It's not gonna work out that way. You got to read it just like that, brother.
Okay,
it cut off.
Okay, so it cut off that line. State and the defense in the respective appellate briefs. Nonetheless, the opinion below held that the transcript of the juvenile proceedings could not be used to initiate the 365-day filing period. An appeal has been taken to this court, which on June 23rd, 2026, declined to accept jurisdiction by a 6-1 vote. D1, that's interesting. 6-1 vote. So that means there was one person on the panel that voted to look at that appeal.
That is interesting.
So D. Wine J. dissenting. 4 propositions of law have been presented. Proposition of law 1 and 2. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna read it, but it's gonna be a lot of for the chat. Bear with me because it's gonna be a lot of lawyer terms right here. For the purpose of RC 2953.21. The trial transcript is the transcription of those proceedings whose transcription was objectively necessary for inclusion in the appellate record on direct appeal, but does not include the transcription of those proceedings whose inclusion in the record on appeal was not necessary, was employed as means of artificially extending the deadline to file a petition for post-conviction relief. Give me 1 sec.
You're good. No, hey, bro, it's So they're using the juvenile shit. They're using the time where they didn't put it through. And if you notice in this whole appeal, through the whole thing, through this whole motion, is they're throwing the previous lawyers under the bus, that her counsel that she had before, saying they dropped the ball. Which in a legal aspect, I don't know. We might be. I don't know.
That's what
Go ahead.
that's on all appeals. That's usually like if a new team takes over, that's immediately what they're going to use. It's always a card that would be, prominent for, maybe even getting the appeal done, because if there's any kind of negligence on their behalf, um, which there kind of was, I'm just being real.
Yeah, at DVS,
Um,
remember what that lawyer said to Scuba Steve? He told Steve Shirilla, he's like, you could blame everything on me. So that just came back to in my mind. Like, so it's almost like, did they purposely drop the ball? I mean, it is a question,
I
but at the
mean,
end of the day, it's like the proof is in the pudding. So I never like covering this aspect of it because I'm not trying to give her
so
anything
let's
to,
think about
you know what I
this,
mean?
right? Let's play devil's advocate. Let's
All
say
right.
she was to get this appeal, right? She goes back to trial,
Ooh,
and
I
they
think
go
it's gonna be bad for her.
and then they go through all the things
All
that they
bad.
didn't go through the first time, because there was a lot of shit left out, man. Like there was nothing that she there's nothing proving her innocence. There's really no, like, what is her case, right? Is she saying that a medical, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna have to go and answer questions now, and they're gonna present evidence. A lot of the evidence they didn't present, because if she ever does want to go back for an appeal, they're gonna pull that shit out their fucking pockets, and they're gonna smash her.
Hey, and another thing too, before we go any further, I don't know if Pino's back, but before we go any further, Natalie Shirilla is the one, and I Miss Christine Russo needs to know this. Natalie Shirilla is the one that's going behind the scene trying to pay creators, and she's pushing this narrative, calling y'all white supremacy. Just to let y'all know, and we have proof of
Whoa,
this. We
whoa.
have proof. I know, Blue.
Excuse
I
me.
know.
Yo, that's
What happened? Hold
crazy.
on. Say what now?
I'm saying that Natalie Shirilla is going behind the scenes trying to push an agenda, calling the Russos like white supremacy and shit. And there's proof of this beforehand. There's text messages. And actually, I think I got it dialed up right here. Hold on.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Because look, she's this right here. And it's not true. We know it's not true, but the way that this is just proof that where all this narrative, all this shit's coming from is straight from the source of Natalie Shirilla. Natalie Shirilla is doing some shady shit behind the scenes.
Bro,
These people
why
all
the
lost their
fuck?
child. Why are they doing this?
Bro, hold on. Why the fuck? How in the hell could they even? Most people that listen to this podcast don't even know we're white. How the fuck is she talking about white supremacy,
Whoa!
bro?
What are you
That's
talking about,
crazy.
Ronnie? That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about the Russos.
I know, I know, I know. I'm just saying that. So I'm answering to something in the chat, but that's just a crazy narrative.
And then another thing too, how cultured Dom was to even paint this pair picture, like Natalie and Mackenzie talking about Dom behind his back before the murders about the same thing that people are bringing up now. That's why I brought this back up. And salute to, I think Shirilla the Killer was the one that pointed this out. The TikTok channel. Salute to them. This is important because now you know where this is coming from. It's Natalie, bro. Natalie's pushing this shit on that family that isn't true. Just like taking a DVS's last name and fucking saying, "Oh, you related to this guy," when there's no proof of this. Like you're just it's just stupid. Just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, they grasping for straws, bro. That's crazy. That's a crazy agenda to push, though.
Oh, I can't hear Pino. Is Pino talking?
No, I'm not talking yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna. I do want to say this: if they can prove that 2 days, if they can prove even 2 days that we're off, if Mackenzie Shrilla's team, if the Supreme Court, let me start here. If the Supreme Court decides to take a look at this, if this, which is very doubtful, but if they do, if they decide to take a look at this, and Mackenzie Shrilla can prove, her team can prove that it was 2 days off or a day off or anything along those lines, then it does open back up the post conviction relief, because you have by law 365 days for post conviction relief. And if she wasn't afforded 365 days due to some type of transcript error, then it gives her a new appeal.
And DVS, if you want, I would bring up. Let's bring up that the lawyer's video. It's in the private chat, and I think he'll break it down better than we can. But salute to Pino. You for a jailhouse lawyer, and on Google they call you a lawyer. One hell of a job. Salute to everybody in the building. It's Friday night. Y'all chose to be here tonight. I know some people always say, "Hey, yo, you two streets is past my bedtime. Y'all be staying up for us on Friday."
Yeah, we up.
It's
Friday
making
night.
you feel young again, right, Blue? Come on, man.
You know how we do.
Talk aficionados, we got another great show for you today. First, Mackenzie Shirilla. Well, she files for a new appeal in her double murder conviction. The preliminary hearing evidence counters some conspiracy theories in the Charlie Kirk assassination case. Singer David appears in court, and his case is moving along.
I don't even want to get into Charlie Kirk's
District
case.
Attorney targets
Listen, Lance Twiggs, the way they redacted his interview, and we could get to that later too. Lance Twiggs was lying, trying to say he was. Why would you carve in your bullets on a honey trip of what? Like, what do you? Come on, Lance, dude. Whatever. But we'll get back to that.
Come on, man.
For real.
Marriage abuse evidence as Barry Morphew's murder trial shifts now to 2027. And a tiny West Virginia town fires their entire police force.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who this guy is. I mean, good or bad, but if you seen this guy in the chain gang, you would automatically think he's a chomo.
Wait a minute, this is a lawyer though. You wouldn't have this as your lawyer? This your lawyer, though, Pino.
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing with this. But I'll tell you right now, man.
With that, dude?
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is a lawyer. Because he's a lawyer doesn't mean he can't be a fucker. He looks like a chomo. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's your opinion, but now you just go.
Hey, listen, bro.
Shit.
There is, bro. To say there's not a look of a chomo. Ian Bick looks like a chomo.
Whoa!
Get him!
Oh man, get him!
Ian.
To his point though. Wait a minute. To Pino's point though, Ian has shown some tendencies. He's shown some weird behavior on the internet so far. So, but let's continue.
All right.
I think maybe it's just his glasses that do it for me. I'm sorry.
He calls them the 3000s. Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie. He looks like he could be a warden, a lawyer. Maybe
he definitely looks like he could be a warden. For shit, sure.
He looks like a cop.
Immediately when I saw him, I thought warden.
It looks like he could be a reverend too.
Yeah,
like a preacher, man.
All three.
Yeah, a preacher.
After an evidence room break-in allegation and the Tinder date trap. That's right, an Alabama couple charged after a gunpoint robbery of an online match. We've got this day in legal history. Our legal quote of the day has to do with those conspiracy theories and our dumb criminal. Let's talk about it.
All right, lawyer.
To do it. CrimeTalkSearch.com does it literally in seconds, usually no more than a few minutes. And remember, you'll be happy you did. All right, let's go ahead and open the record for Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. And first on the docket, Mackenzie Shirilla. She just won't go away. That's probably what the Supreme Court is saying there in Ohio, because she has filed yet another appeal in her case. That's right. Mackenzie Shirilla, the young lady convicted of 2 counts of murder.
Can I ask y'all something real quick?
High-speed crash that killed her.
Okay, out of all the things that they use, you know how they have like 20 different, you know how the Shirillas and Mackenzie have 20 different reasons why this happened? Which one of those reasons is the most, like, they should roll with it? Because if we're playing devil's advocate, let's play devil's advocate. Which one would it? Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They're not really going with that. They're going with poor counsel.
I understand, but eventually, if they do get this through, they're going to have to, right?
But that's where the chess comes into play. This is where the I guess the DA and the judge, they were already thinking ahead, man. I'm pretty sure they were thinking way past the appeal process and the variables and what could have taken place. And if she does get an appeal off of poor counsel, what you're going to have to present, and she might even get more time, because now it's going to go even further and the evidence is going to be even more, I guess.
Well, she's not going to get appeal on incompetent counsel just yet. First and foremost, the Supreme Court has to recognize this motion for reconsideration. They rarely recognize these motions. These motions are rarely recognized. The Supreme Court actually gets mad when these motions come across
Yes,
their
they actually said don't do it. They remember
they
Pino. They
said
said
yes, they advise against it because you piss the Supreme Court judges off is what you do. You're basically saying you didn't see what we wanted you to see, so take another look. A lot of
wasting their
times they
time.
don't even, bro, it's a waste of their time a lot of times. So if Mackenzie Shirilla cannot prove, if she can, the only way that they're even gonna bother to look at it is if she can clearly prove a constitutional violation took place. If a constitutional violation, which would be the 365-day deadline, of course, because you have 365 days
They were trying to say there
post-conviction.
was a leap year.
But they're trying and they're trying to say it happened when she was a juvenile. They said the attorneys it went into the
Correct.
filing 2 days late, right, Pino? Is that correct?
Correct. So they're saying the file transcript was late on their end. It wasn't their fault. The people were late on their end due to the juvenile status. The file transcript was late or some type of mumbo jumbo like that. That's what I took out of that. So that basically means if they can prove that, if they can prove that it was a trial transcript error and they have an actual 365-day deadline, then that's a constitutional violation. That is enough to open it back up. But again, the judges have to open it up first. They have to reconsider it first. They have to see a constitutional violation clear as day first. If they don't see one, like I said, like you said, they don't like this shit. Supreme Court judges don't like this shit. They don't like it at all. You're basically saying, we don't think you were right. Reconsider this.
It shows that their lawyer was really busy for doing this the last second. He was the kid in the project that would turn it in the last fucking day every time. Let's continue.
Boyfriend and another friend has released a new photograph taken from inside prison while her legal team pursues a reconsideration by the Ohio Supreme Court. Now,
she got her eyebrows done like
was
that.
born back in that.
Yo, go back to her picture. Not that. That's not even the new one. The new one that came out, right? They're saying that her soul is gone, bro. They're comparing it to old pictures of her.
She look like a little demon. I ain't gonna lie. She got her eyes done like.
There she is.
Forehead.
Well,
bro, what is that new style with the bangs? Like it's like it almost looks
baby hair shit. I hate that shit. Listen, man. I think she's
baby hair.
Is that what it's called?
Yes,
really?
Yes, that's what it's called. The baby hairs. You plaster them down with gel and stuff. My daughter
like
does.
Design. But yeah, I think that she's on pills, man. I think she's taking something. Her pupils are fucking dilated, son. Something going on.
That's my not bad. Natural blemish. That's she put
inside prison while.
My bad. Didn't mean to do that in the chat. I accidentally deleted someone's comment. But yeah, so someone said that's edges. It's called edges.
I don't know. I've heard it called baby hair before though. So I think DVS is right as well.
Yeah, it's different terminology.
Edges.
But dude, does it look like her soul's gone? Let's get a zoomed in picture. They say that she's out of there, son. Or was it already out of there? They're just trying to I've been seeing a couple of these TikToks.
What is that, Kool-Aid on her face?
No, so she's at a very sweet
New York shit.
She's at a very sweet that's like some fucking booty bandage shit
like
right
DMX
there.
said, the Kool-Aid on his lips and
from so from what Kat said, from someone that was locked up with her, she likes to go out and try to tan, and she puts baby oil on her face, and it gets her face really red. But I don't know, bro. They say that's makeup too. I don't fucking know.
That looks like blush to me, brother. Looks like
that slit in the eyebrow. That's some gang shit.
They're not allowed to have that.
No, that's the slit, and I don't think
it's the new style, man. That's like a new thing, man.
Yeah, if Mackenzie was a gang member, she'd be one soft ass gang member, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, stop it, you know.
Bro, she's like
they don't got gangs there. We already know that.
No, bro, she's like 100 pounds soaking wet, bro.
Doesn't matter. She's a crash out. No pun intended.
No.
Whoa.
No. I don't listen. Hold on. Let me.
Yo.
You want to see
Yup.
some? Let me show you some violent females. Let me show you some violent females. Hold on, real quick. I just want to pull this up. See if I have it up here. I don't know if I do or not.
I
Um,
know. So that's always the misconception too. She's in prison. She's around no, she's in this fucking damn yacht club, this boys and
she's in
girls
a
club type
summer
shit.
camp.
And then there ain't no gangs in there. They all fight over like who's dating who and
That's just
shit.
a summer
The
camp. Yeah.
the lifers are the most dangerous people in there, and I guess that's the one she keeps dating. She's around. That's what these women have said. Now, a lot of people said that there's one, not a lot of people, but one lady named Kate. She's like she was locked up with her. She said that Mackenzie, got punked out. I think I had that video up here too. Yeah, this one.
Kate got the juice, y'all. Tell him. Okay, so Mackenzie snuck somebody into K2, Kennedy 2, to get her jumped because she was talking shit. And, Mackenzie's like acting like she's a fucking thug, fucking gang lord. Right, so, never. The girl don't care though. The girl don't have no time. So she went to the hole for getting jumped. The girl hops out the hole, runs up on Mackenzie on the yard and just pieces her up, dude. And Mackenzie's like, I'm trying to go home. I didn't hit her back. I'm like, you're a pussy. You're a pussy.
Damn, son. And it ain't a
Well,
real true
that's
crime
true.
video if you don't have kids in the background. How many times have we reacted to somebody talking with it?
That kind
But
of changes the scenario, man. I don't know.
But did you hear what she said though? She said that somebody went up there and ran up on Mackenzie, pieced her up. Mackenzie said, "I'm going." She really thinks that she is going home. This bitch thinks she's going home, and this appeal, this motion isn't going to help her. The Supreme Court already said, "Don't do it." You really think now they're going to look into? They're not going to. So I don't know what they're. I think they exercise everything, bro. They're done, cooked. Wait 15 and see if you can get out, bitch.
Yeah, it's over for her. They're gonna give her another 15 after that.
Her legal team pursues a reconsideration by the Ohio Supreme Court. Now, Shirilla was born back in 2004 and is serving two concurrent sentences of 15 years to life at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. She becomes eligible for parole consideration in 2037, and she'll be 33 at that time. Now, remember, that's consideration. You don't get early parole if you don't accept responsibility and if you don't follow the rules while you're in custody. So she's eligible for consideration in 2037. Now, the sentence stems from her 2023 trial to the court conviction for the deaths of Dominic Russo and Davian Flanagan. This incident all occurred back in July of 2022 there in Strongsville, Ohio, 2 days before Shirilla turned 18 years of age. Now, according to the evidence that came out of trial, including vehicle data recorder information and surveillance video, the Toyota Camry she was driving accelerated to nearly 100 miles per hour in a 35 mile an hour zone, struck a business sign and collided with a side of a building. The impact caused the car to split apart. Russo and Flanagan were killed at the scene. Shirilla sustained serious injuries but survived.
That's technically not true. Like Davion actually was the first one. I seen the unredacted body cam, and Davion was actually still had a slight pulse, and he was the first one they got out of the vehicle. So I don't know if they actually the DOA is in the or at the hospital or in the ambulance, but they said he had a pulse. So I don't know if that's technically true that he died on scene.
Yeah, you were saying that to me earlier, man. I think that that's kind of crazy too when you think about it, right?
Hey,
sure.
I want to circle back to the slit in the eyebrow, and I want to ask y'all.
What?
I want to circle back. I want to circle back to the slit in the eyebrow, and I said Mackenzie was too soft to be a gang member, and DVS says she wasn't too soft to be a gang member. So I want to pull up this video of some women gang members in prison, and y'all tell me if you think she would rock out and hang with these girls.
Oh no, absolutely. No, listen, and I changed my answer, man. I thought about it, and I heard what that chick said about her. Definitely not. Yeah, she's not.
Let's
she's like,
pull this up real quick, just for 2 seconds. It's only a 2-second video. I'm not gonna have the sound on. Oh shit, you had it up there. Oh, there it is. And just tell me, do you think Mackenzie would rock out with these girls right here? These are girls. Do you think Mackenzie will rock out with them? Absolutely
Man,
not. I think they would be extorting Mackenzie within the
they be doing
first
a lot
5
more than
minutes.
extorting her. They be passing her around like a hot pocket.
Pass her around like a blunt.
That's all I just wanted. I just wanted to ask that. I think these girls would have Mackenzie paying for protection in a matter of minutes. And braiding their hair and doing their makeup and putting bracelets on and making their beds and possibly washing drawers.
Well, we know that, man. If she's in a different kind of fucking setting, Ohio is predominantly, I guess.
Yeah, Ohio different.
Bro, these chicks will whoop your ass, DBS. Bro, watch your mouth.
Whoa,
What you trying to put me into, man? What you need to
Bro, they jump us, we're fucked, bro. Let's just get to the facts.
Bro, yeah. If
Mackenzie wouldn't last.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If you're by yourself and these,
to be passed around like a goddamn fucking
Bro,
dude, Mackenzie wouldn't last in Florida for women prison. Is this Georgia or Florida?
This is Georgia. So first off, that girl on the left is at least 6 foot tall. That girl with the brown coat on is at least 6 foot tall. Look at her on the left. Look at how she towers over those other.
She looks like she plays for the Titans, bro. She'll fuck you up.
Yo, he said the Titans.
This is too much gangbanging for me, man. Let's find another.
Let's get back. Yeah, let's get back.
Fuck out of here, man.
Another episode of Gangbangers of Women in Prison in Florida or Georgia. Go ahead.
Crazy.
Act amid a deteriorating personal relationship. The presiding judge concluded it was not reckless driving, but murder executed as a deliberate act. Well, Shirilla and her family has maintained that the crash was a mere accident. Her defense has cited a pre-existing medical condition called POTS as a possible cause of sudden unconsciousness and has argued that prior counsel failed to investigate this adequately. Now, following multiple unsuccessful appeals in the lower court, Shirilla's post-conviction relief petition was denied in June of 2026 on procedural grounds, and it was filed 1 day past the applicable deadline. Attorneys attribute the delay to confusion involving the timing of the juvenile as well as trial transcripts.
Okay, Pino, you're right. There you go.
By a leap year calculation.
We got the jailhouse lawyer that came with the facts right, and we got a real lawyer right just came with the facts right. Love it.
That the appellate counsel error constitutes ineffective assistance of counsel. They emphasize that the denial addressed only the timing issue and did not evaluate the petition's substance.
Hold on, Plug. I want to address something.
Go ahead. The jailhouse lawyer. That's what Google says, bro. That's not what I say.
I'm not even talking about that. Listen, man. Let's get this. So put that back on the screen real quick.
What are we putting back on the screen? Mackenzie's face?
I know. So shout out to Lisa Loves. Jesus. I think Dominic's sister mentioned that she thought Mackenzie spoke to Davion. So, I believe that she was awake, and when the police came, she played possum. Now, if he did have a pulse and maybe he was in and out of consciousness, right? Who's to say that she wasn't popping shit or talking to him? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm not. I know this is kind of far fetched, but you know me, man. I'm out there. I'm a paradox. I'm going with the mediums, man. I believe she was really going crazy and saying, I'm gonna show you.
Who knows what took place in that whip before the crash? You feel me?
There's one medium that keeps getting everything right. And it's getting to the point where, like, when are we gonna start actually watching the mediums
the one
on
I
here?
talked to. Yeah, the one I talked to wants to come on the podcast. She hit us up saying she wanted to come on. So we're gonna have to line that up.
I've been paying attention, Blue. I've been paying attention to ones that talk about cases that are not solved or like early in stages of cases. Because that's where I'm like, if they're getting it right on early stage, like you hear it first from them because it hits your subconscious. I'll be like, when shit happens, I'm like, man, I thought I heard that, and then I go back, it's on a TikTok video. Go ahead.
I get it, man, and that's a good point right there.
Cold cases.
Yeah, she never asked about Davion because she knew, you know what I mean? She was up. She only asked about Dom. So, that says a lot too without saying too much, right? Because like I said, I think she was aware and awake, bro. She was coherent to what was taking place.
substantive claims. Well, on July 8th of 2026, her legal team filed a motion requesting that the Ohio Supreme Court reconsider its prior decision and permit review of the petition's merits. Coinciding with this filing, supporters managing Shirilla's Instagram account posted a new selfie photograph taken by her inside the prison. The accompanying message stated that she is trying to
my
do
opinion of
better
that picture, she looks
every
like
day.
she's starving. She lost weight drastically, in my opinion. She doesn't look healthy.
I think that's the look they're going for.
And then the red cheeks is another nutrition, right? Something like, even though I think that's makeup, but it's still, it's like
Kool-Aid, man. It's got to be Kool-Aid.
It is Kool-Aid, huh? That's crazy.
Gotta be.
What is your profile picture? What the heck? What did you just do? Who is that? Oh, that's Wes Watson. I know who the other dude is. That dude's whacked out. All right,
Take
continue.
them to the candy shop.
Continue.
And holding on to hope. Anyway, this case received a lot of renewed public attention because, well, they made a movie about it on Netflix called The Crash, which includes interviews conducted with Shirilla herself during her incarceration. Now, this latest procedural motion represents one of the remaining avenues available to challenge the conviction after earlier appeals were denied. Now, the Ohio Supreme Court has not yet issued a ruling on the reconsideration request, and the matter remains pending. Now, the victims' families have previously described the original conviction as delivering accountability for the loss of those two young lives. So, what can you do? Who knows what the Supreme Court will do? Appellate courts sometimes do what they want. They carve out little rules and exceptions for people they like and maybe ones that they don't like as well. So you have to be on the alert. You never know what they're going to do. And, as we talked about the other day, appellate courts are not necessarily, any smarter than the rest of us. They're just the ones that decide, the last ones to decide. So therefore, they're right. So we'll continue to follow the Shirilla case. Next.
All right, there you go. Pause
prosecutors have presented surveillance.
I'm just saying there's a lot of people that, support or they think that Mackenzie Shirilla needs a new trial, and then that's okay. But when this shit happens again, I'm telling you, I don't want to hear no crying because you guys are not realizing like she'll do it once, she'll do it again. How many times have we seen this? She has zero remorse, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
Well, I mean, she's going to have accountability if she wants parole. We know that. She want to take her little fucking sassy ass home. She's going to have to fucking fake it to make it. I can tell you that.
I think we're past that. I think she's already she's screwed either way, man. No matter what she does. Because at the end of the day, she's still going to have to take accountability. And the fact when she does that, that changes the game.
I'm gonna pull this video up, DBS, while you can see if there's any type in. Oh yeah, there's new shit on Nolan Wells too, man. RP Nolan Wells. I don't know if we were gonna cover that tonight, but the parents did an interview. We can get into that, but if you want to actually set that up, get the parents interview ready for the Nolan Wells case. We're gonna go into that. I'm gonna play this video though. This lady, she believes Mackenzie's innocent. This is one of like many like people on TikTok. I mean, it's going on and on and on.
So, Mackenzie Shirilla is innocent. Like, not even manslaughter. She's actually innocent. And I'm going to tell you how. Because I was torn. I did not go either way with this case. I literally have been researching before I made any video, before I ever talked about it, before anything, because I wanted to get all the evidence and I wanted to look into everything and I wanted to make sure that everything was right before I came on here and said anything. So, first, we all know that the road she went down was not an obscure road. In the interviews with the police officer, it is said that it is a well-known cut-through that they all use. Okay, so that's debunked. She did not premeditate this and search this out and da-da-da-da. Okay. Second thing, the mom said that she threatened to wreck the car 2 weeks before. That's been debunked. You guys have seen the text messages between her and Dom and Henchman
What? That was not
testified
debunked. This bitch is a
that
liar.
Yo, hold on,
she
bro.
had told him,
Did we
or
not
he had
play the
overheard her
video?
on the phone saying
That's
that
crazy.
she was going to wreck the car, but Henchman would have been talking to Dom on the phone when they were already pulled over on the side of the road. Okay, so that's debunked, right? Okay.
Oh, hell no. She gonna sit here and eat too?
No.
This ignorant bitch.
The sister, Christine, she said out of her own mouth that she's seen she's seen Mackenzie brake 3 times going down that road because it is, and she said it was because they were arguing. That's why they were braking, because they were arguing. Okay, so with everything you've heard, keep this in mind. Listen to this. Listen to this theory. Okay, so Toyota Camrys have a known problem.
Okay, that got
accelerator
debunked too.
Sticking if you have aftermarket floor mats or floor mats that are unhooked, or there's a whole bunch of ways to say it, but basically it's actually
Crime Circus
so
came
many
up with this theory
and had cars accelerate.
The Toyotas
exactly
have malfunction, but they knew that hers didn't though.
I'm not saying the black box is wrong. The black box very well will be right.
Yeah, you are.
But that doesn't mean that she didn't brake before the 5 seconds. Because it's 4-point-something seconds. I think that she did brake multiple times and realized the brake wasn't working. So in a panic, she bent down to try to unstick the floor mat. When she did, she passed out from her pots. That's documented.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Dom's holding the steering wheel. If you've never been driving down the road and had to go grab something and had your passenger hold the steering wheel,
yo, this bitch is dumb.
He grabbed the steering wheel. Davion, why would he be in the middle when the car crashed? He put the...
Oh my God. I had to leave after that one.
Yo,
she's take it, bro.
Hey, I gotta go. I want to say something real quick. I dropped a video in the backstage. I work with a lot of whistleblowers, journalists, and look, we all know Mackenzie Shirilla is probably most likely. I don't remember, blah, but let's not remember these families were drug dealers. Okay, Dominic was a drug dealer. The family knew. Mackenzie Shirilla's family knew that she was dating a drug dealer. I dropped the video.
Bubba? Wait a minute. This sounds like Bubba.
No, my name's Snafu Snaps, bro. You could go to hashtag Truth Yo Crew. Look at. I dropped a video though that shows Mama Russo driving around with the Kinsey and Dom as they're smoking, partying, and it's funny because Mama Russo said the whole time, "Oh, I'd never seen them smoking." She's driving them around as they're doing drugs and smoking, and I dropped the video when you're backstage. My biggest thing is both families, this is where it comes down to parents who want to be friends with the children. And this chick, I don't support her at all. This one who did this, she's weird, but she did pull the footage.
We had her on. This is Kinsey, dude. I mean,
okay, yeah, and the footage is real. Let's just not forget, both families were wanting to be friends with their children versus being parents. And let's not forget, the drug dealing thing is real. And so
that's fine. Let's put all that.
But so let me say this.
Go ahead, Pino. I'll let you argue.
Respectfully, let me say this, right? Okay, who and this is just from my version, and this is respectfully. I don't give a fuck if Dom sold weed.
But Russo's mommy gives a fuck because Russo's mommy is very involved with the courts and the fucking elites and sheriffs. And again, this would bring PR that they wouldn't want. And I'm sure favors were handed. I'm not saying Mackenzie, she fucking killed them, dude. I'm saying that the reason the courts and the reason there's a lot of shady shit going on is, let's just be real, Steve Shirilla has a point. Steve Shirilla has a point.
They get a retrial. Hey, dude, if they get a retrial, dude, she's going to be even more fucked. So why would you want that?
I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, I'm going to say this again, and this is another. It doesn't, bro. She got spared. She got a 15-year sentence.
Yeah,
eligibility for parole.
It was
15 years. If the Russo family, If the Russo family was so well connected, like everybody says, she would have got life without parole.
No,
Period.
that's not true. That's not true at all. What happened is that
she was eligible for life in the
again, it was up to the judge in a sense, but like when talk about evidence not being shown, when we talk about one day passing, again, Russo, like whether you believe or not, if this came out as, hey, both parents are shitty parents, okay? They both are okay, their children being drug dealers. Do you know what kind of PR damage? I guarantee they were worse than the motion. I'm just pointing out that yes, it is very relevant that the families were drug dealers, and she's been on the record saying.
Hold on, man. His things. It's hurting my ears, bro.
I don't even know.
He's got to reload.
I'm gonna let him reload.
Reload,
whatever.
brother. Reload, man.
You could reload whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I got a lot to say.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, Pino.
Let me say this, man. Because let me just say this, dog. Because and it is what it is. Whoever you are, respectfully, I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
Dom is the victim here. Okay, so who gives a fuck what kind of vices or what Dom did? Number one,
right.
Dom's parents are also victims of this tragedy because they will never speak to Dom again. So who gives a fuck if his mom smoked weed with
Pino,
him?
did your dad smoke weed with you when you were young?
My dad smoked weed with me when I was 13.
Okay,
14,
do you deserve to die?
Bro?
Do you deserve to die?
No, absolutely
for that?
not.
Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Like, listen, I don't give
they're
a
just
fuck.
They're just trying to bring facts, and I get what they're trying to do.
I get your facts, but your facts mean nothing.
It's irrelevant.
The Russos are not on trial. The Russos didn't kill anybody. Right. Dom didn't kill anybody. Dom's not the one going to criminal court. Mackenzie's the one fighting for her life in the Supreme Court. Mackenzie is the one that killed Dom and Davion. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what kind of vices they had. I don't care. They're not the ones on trial. They're not the ones facing the conviction. They're not the ones facing an appeal.
But his argument is this, right? And I'll play devil's advocate on his behalf why he's trying to reload up, man, so we can argue with you. But he's saying basically because they had such an influence in that part of town and everything.
And again,
but your point is, yeah, they would have got more years if that was the case. It would have been closed shut. Yeah,
there's no point there because she was facing 2 life sentences without parole. That was what she was facing. Her charge faced 2 life sentences with 0 parole. She got 15 to life, meaning she can do 15 years and then get out on parole for the rest of her life. That she got spared.
You guys are putting words in my mouth. One, I'm not again, and you want to know something? The both parents are at fault here. Instead of fucking treating their children like parents, they're being best friends. They're lying about the drug dealing optics, and damn straight that the Russo family had a lot of fucking influence, because if the PR got out of, hey, you guys are just as much drug dealer family friends with your kids as the other family. I mean, what's happening is the lies. I'm not saying that they're not victims. Dom and that dude, I mean, honestly,
Davion, brother,
hanging out with a crazy bitch. Like, he had so many red flags. Like, no offense, but this is what happens when you don't like when you want to put yourself in situations with crazy fucking bitches, bro. But what I'm saying,
I get what you're saying.
The family, and especially the Russos, do you know how much damage control? If the stories on Kumo and everything were like, hey, these parents should have been parents versus friends with their children. And that goes for both sides. We're witnessing how delusional Natty and fucking Steve are because they're so delusional with their friends. But I'm saying Mama Russo, her fucking bullshit lies, the video proves it. It proves it. She's sitting there driving them around, smoking weed, doing drugs, and let's not forget, mushrooms, acid, drug dealer. Drug fucking dealer, Dom.
But you said they're using though. All the drug dealers I knew.
What's going on here, man?
They're drug dealers. The family knew the drug dealing was out there.
Right, so again, all I'm saying is the Russos lost. They lost somebody. The Mackenzies didn't lose anybody. Mackenzie is still here. Natty Ice can still talk
Okay,
to
what's
her
the difference?
daughter.
We're talking about
The
why the
difference
case. We're
is
talking
the
about why the
difference is
case.
I am
We're
not gonna
talking about
I'm
evidence of the case
bro.
being shown, the
You gonna
lawyers.
let me
We're
talk or you
talking
gonna
about
overtalk me?
PR and fucking shit like that.
You gonna
You're in
overtalk
your
me.
feelings, bro. You're going off
It's
your
not
feelers. You're going
there's
off your
no
feelers.
Well,
You're
let me
not
ask you
going off
something.
the
No, let
optics
me ask you something, bro.
of
You're here.
both
You're here now. No,
parents.
no. Hold on,
Of
hold on, hold on.
scumbag parents
Hey,
looks like it because they're
listen,
okay
bro.
of their children being drug dealers and being friends with the children
Which
versus
one of the
being
20
fucking actual
things? Let me
parents.
ask you, dude. Hey, dude. Let me
All of
ask
them.
you. Hold on. Let me ask you. Which one of the 20 things are you gonna? I want your argument
don't even
of
bro,
why that she shouldn't even be in jail right now, if that's the case. Because then what are we
bro,
talking about? Now
you don't
you're
even
trying
make
to. Okay,
sense, bro.
bro.
You
If
don't
you're
even
talking
make
about the
sense.
Russos, then you're basically ratting about fucking drug dealing and shit that has nothing to do with somebody dying in a car wreck. You're kind of. It's just kind of like. It's
I don't
it's
give a
ratting. They're
fuck.
snitching.
I
It's
don't
snitching.
give a listen, let me say this. I
Let me
don't
bring it back
give a
up.
fuck. I don't give a fuck if she let me mute him when you bring him back up so I can finish my sentence.
Oh yeah, no, I won't bring him up yet. Go ahead.
I don't give a fuck if the Russos sold weed or sold acid. Bro, you're acting like they're fucking Pablo Escobar. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Number one. Number two, let me say this. I am not gonna sit here and bash a woman who lost her son, bro. Are you fucking shitting me? I'm gonna bash the woman who lost her
We've all
son
sold
over the
weed,
person.
bro. We've all done acid. We've all done. But I never did that with my children.
Can I say
But
something
I've
real
been the
quick?
child doing it with my parents.
Let me say something real quick, right? Because this dude came in hot off the rip, right? He didn't even do a proper
Dead
introduction.
dogs. Yeah, yeah. I didn't
He
even
didn't
get to
say
say welcome
good
to the
night,
YouTube
fellas.
streets. Right,
Hey,
right.
what's going on? He just came in like he's been on a fucking show forever.
Dead
First
dogs.
and foremost, but whatever, right? He
It's
sounded like he
I
had
think
something to
he's
say. He
been
originally
around for a while. I know who he is. Go ahead.
he came on like but when it comes to him, right? I don't think he really gets it, right? Because what he's going with, I don't know if he's looking for content or he's looking for followers or what. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. But his argument is the fact that the parents were not parenting the correct way, right? And he's saying that she drove them around and she contributed to the bullshit.
Right, right.
I seen a video. I seen what he's talking about. There is a video.
I get that, but listen. At the end of the day, like saying, it doesn't add up. The two are not the same. They're on two different levels, right? Regardless of what, you should have been going with the fact that maybe they should have saw that Mackenzie was evil enough and maybe delusional enough to actually harm their child and still allowed her to be around them. You know what I mean? Maybe if you went in that direction, it would be a little bit more fucking solid. But for you to keep on going with this drug telling shit, it doesn't make any sense.
But let me ask you this, DBS. What if Mackenzie Shirilla was a victim of human trafficking? Because I got an email and it was somebody pleading the case of like, you guys are not looking at the perspective of Mackenzie being a victim before the murder happened. I'm like, what?
How does that even take place? Because let's debunk that now. Dom didn't like her selling feet pics.
I mean,
he didn't want her to even do the stuff that she was doing. That was not something that he contributed to. He didn't get doing that shit. He might have sold a little weed. Everybody sells weed, bro. Everybody in high school. I don't know who you were unless you were goody two shoes. I don't know, but everybody sold weed, bro.
Yeah, we all sold weed.
Get by.
Tried at least.
At least, you know what I mean? It's a business endeavor
ahead,
that you might take on or you might not.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say respectfully, right? I don't give again, we don't give a fuck what nickel bags they sold or what hits.
And they say it's more than weed now. Now it's more than y'all.
Cool.
Hold on, let me bring it back
acid. It's acid. Whatever.
Well, they were
whatever you
too.
say he sold. Whatever you say
How
he
you
sold.
guys like blocking and Naziing to put your narratives out and not listen to the other critiques of it? No, it's funny, but we're talking about a drug dealer.
No, not talking shit. You're back
who
up.
dealt fucking probably cocaine, probably weed, a drug dealer, right?
Are we working off of properties?
You guys are questioning why the evidence was
where's the proof
so
for all
fast.
this?
Where's the proof of
Russos
that?
are very connected in the legal system.
I keep hearing y'all say that, but I still haven't seen one brick.
Russos are connected in the legal system, and they lied. They lied about not knowing about the drug use. And all I'm saying is, yeah, Mackenzie did the shit, but the Russos are lying, and there's a PR protection of why the stories aren't, hey, too bad, says the parent. and that's why this
Snaps.
tragedy happened.
Let me ask you a
Versus,
question,
oh,
Snaps.
they're the victim. They're talking about drug dealers, not
Hey,
weed
Snaps.
fucking medical card holders, drug fucking dealers that drove around, cruised around, doing drugs all the time. And then
But if
there's
they
also
didn't do
other
that, he's
optics
still the
you
same
didn't know
outcome, dude.
about people threatening both him
It's
and
two different.
Mackenzie.
It's two. You're talking about the wrong household, brother.
Yo, listen.
This
No,
guy
I'm
You're in the
not.
sounds
wrong
like a
household.
No, I'm not.
fucking
Watch the
parent.
Because
video.
they're
Play
not.
the
They're the
video. Play the
victims.
video.
All right, well,
Play
the
the
video's
video.
right there.
now.
Play the video then. Play
Right,
the fucking
yeah. You'll see
video.
Mama Roostin cruising around as they're all doing drugs, smoking, partying.
Well, we already. I seen
Come on,
that.
you
I
know
already
that
seen
type
that.
of family.
It's
Hold on,
irrelevant. Go ahead.
hold on. What's doing drugs? What classify that? What are they doing? Are they snorting bags of cocaine while they're riding around? What are they doing?
They're just smoking weed, bro. It's like we all
Smoking
did. Is
weed, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's
You
it.
sound crazy as fuck, bro. We're
I
gonna
haven't seen
sit
one
here and
brick.
bash a
They
mom who
keep-
lost her kid because she was smoking weed with her kid. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That sounds stupid. I would understand if the Russo mom broke into the house with Dom and then Dom got shot and then she's to blame because they broke in the house together. But bro, they were riding around in a car together with an innocent person, Davion. Let's not forget fucking Davion, who has nothing
Rest
to
in
do with
peace,
any of
right.
the relationship.
Yeah, take away the Russos. What do you got to say about the Flanagans? It's still a murder at this point. What are you talking about, bro?
What are we talking
I
about?
can't let go of this whole trafficking thing that you mentioned, Plug, because that's like, what are you talking about? If anything, her parents trafficked her to be over there. They kind of like pushed her over to that side of the fence because who allows their daughter to go live with a boyfriend at the age of 14, 15, bro? That's fast trafficking, bro. That's like soliciting your kid, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, when just mute him real quick. Let me finish.
No, let Pino talk. And we got Velma up here too. Go ahead.
Shout out to Velma. If I'm not mistaken, when the car was analyzed and everything in the stuff in the car was analyzed, there was a small bag of weed and a small bag of shrooms. That's not a fucking big time drug dealer. Number one. Number two, it's not like they were riding around robbing banks or cars. They weren't committing fucking crimes at the time they got murdered. So what the fuck are we gonna sit here and victim blame and blame the mom who lost her? I don't give a bro. You could say they're connected in the courts and all this conspiracy mumbo jumbo, bro. I've seen people get life, bro. You've never been in the system. You sound green as fuck, honestly, but I've seen people get life, bro. I've seen people get life for non-violent crimes. I have been next to people who are never getting out. Their release date is 99999. They will never get out. They will never fucking see the light of day again. And it was for an armed robbery or an armed burglary. Nobody was hurt in the process. In this case, Mackenzie took 2 fucking lives off this earth and only got 15 to life. She can get out in 15 years. And you telling me that they're connected to the courts? Get the fuck out of here. If they were connected to the courts, the judge would have gave her life without parole.
I disagree with you, Pino.
I agree on that part.
No, I disagree. I believe that they were playing chess. I'm gonna keep on going back to this, man. If you look at it from a chess perspective, man, they screwed her from fucking here to fucking next month, bro.
Not really though. She didn't get the max.
It doesn't
matter. She could have got no parole
it's the
at
mental
all.
and emotional anguish. It's the mental and emotional anguish that she's going to suffer with the ups and downs of having going back to that parole board. After 15, she's gonna have to admit to it. Then she's gonna have
still
to
has a chance though. It could have been worse. I hear what you're saying though.
She doesn't. I'm telling you, it's gonna fucking wear her down, bro.
But they're making a thing like technically she does.
We got Bubba back up here. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I know those guys want to put narratives. Don't you forget about them going to the car and removing fucking items from the
car. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Yeah, let me talk. You guys forget about people showing up on the scene, removing
stuff. Let them talk.
Yo, before you
wait a minute. DBS is the one taking you down, bro.
Bring it back up. But before I want to shout out my girl Kaisu in the chat.
Hold on, DBS. Hold on. Go ahead.
What the fuck fest is this? Yo, listen. You come up here, man. You talk respectful, man. Stop yelling into the mic, man, and talk clear and concise, man. You're about to come back up. Do the right thing, all right?
Go ahead, Velma, real quick.
You know what? Fuck this guy, man. You're a loser, dude.
Hey,
you're fucking in your feelers. You're a loser in your feelers.
Start calling people names.
Yeah, he's a loser in his feelers.
No, we're not going to stoop like that.
Yeah, he's treated like a cupcake.
So what do you want to happen? I want
calling people names. I want you to explain
you're not listening to me. I said she murdered them boys
in court. None.
Actually, quite a bit of purpose. Again, if I may, there's a lot of shit that wasn't brought up, such as on record. She says, "Oh, I had no clue about the drug use." Right? Blah blah blah. Both parents knew Dom and them. And by the way, they found a scale, homie. A scale. So you think mine?
Oh, they found.
Well, I gotta
Do you
make sure,
know
dude.
that
I got a
they
scale that I don't sell,
minuscule
bro.
amount.
I gotta make sure I'm not getting gypped off, bro. I gotta make sure I'm not getting ripped off.
And then
You know
once
what I mean?
people were recorded, maybe going to the scene, picking items
Tyson,
out of
click
the
the link.
vehicle before, like
Bro,
there was
that's
a lot
Bubba.
of talk about that. No, what I'm saying is legally she got fucked in a sense of she murdered them boys. And this whole she didn't get the full that's bullshit. What I'm saying is there was a lot of fucking like, let's look to the other side, let's not bring certain optics up. There was a lot of PR damage control for the Russo.
She was the one on trial, nobody else. What the fuck is the point?
Yes, it does affect the trial. It does affect the
No,
evidence.
it doesn't. It does not affect that she murdered
Bro,
those
they're
two boys.
victims. How the fuck does the victims affect the trial?
To be
Right, there's too
stricken as
much fucking
uncredible
yelling
for
going
the
on,
fact
man.
DVS, you
lied
calm
about
down. I got the production part. You calm
And
down.
here's the video of her
DVS, you calm
driving
down.
around.
Drop the
doing
link again,
drugs.
please.
Yeah, kick me. You guys are off.
No,
in
we're
your
not kicking you,
feelings.
brother.
No,
I want to
I'm
know what you
asking
want
for
to
one of
happen.
my girls
Hold
to
on, y'all.
come
Hold on,
up.
y'all. Let me correct. Let me get this in order. I just want to know what do you want to happen?
I think nothing's gonna happen. I think she's gonna fucking sit in there. I think that her dumb ass, like when parole comes, the family's gonna say, "Look at this dumb bitch," and they're gonna fucking deny her. I think at this point, I think they're distracting with these news stories on bigger optics, the transition of world powers and what's happening in the world. These stupid little crime stories are a distraction for the bigger
This
optics.
is not a stupid little crime story. Pause.
No offense, but drug dealers get killed because they're hanging out with crazy people.
He didn't
and
get
again,
killed.
their families are
Stop.
drug
I'm
dealers,
going to stop
dude.
you
This
right
guy
there.
is off
They
his
did not
rocker.
get
drug
killed
dealer.
because they were
It's
dealing
100%
drugs.
known.
They got killed because
Drug
she is
dealer.
a vile bitch.
Bro, this guy's a Karen. He'll call the cops on his neighbor if he sees too much traffic.
No,
This guy, if you see too much, tell the truth, bro. Hold on. Let me talk real quick. Snafu.
And when I hear
Snaps.
Russo mommy
Oh God.
lying to the
Baby Bubba.
Listen, that guy will
You're
call the
mumbling,
cops
dude.
on his
We're
neighbor.
not. All right, so real quick. We're not taking you down because what you're saying. We're taking you down because of the quality of the mic. Like you
Exactly.
sounded like you were underwater right there. Earlier you were breaking up, and I put that on everything. I mean, DVS might be doing a different reason, but me in general, it's the quality
he
of
was
your
choppy.
mic.
Yeah, he was choppy.
Real
right
choppy.
there.
I can't even understand what the fuck you're saying, dude. I don't know if that's. And I think when you come with a strong opinion like this, we need to know who you are, because
I
then
think when you
maybe I'll
come
have
with
a different
irate.
perspective of
He
it.
was
Go ahead.
irate, plug.
I
He
think
was
when you
irate.
come I think when you come with a strong opinion like this, you should have some type of facts to back it up.
Right.
Just saying. You shouldn't
Yeah, who
come with an
sent you?
opinion.
Who sent this
I
guy,
Real
mean,
rap. Real
It
rap.
has nothing
you
to
said
do with the
That was
case.
that did sound
you
like Bubba.
you
I
said
don't know what's
essentially
him though.
it was Bubba. It
That
was
does
Bubba,
sound like
bro.
Bubba.
That
Or
was
Dead
Bubba, bro.
Dogs. That's Baby Bubba right there, bro.
Yeah, the
And
whole
yo, we
chat
gotta
is saying that's
remember
Bubba.
we've heard Steve Shirilla talk about Dom doing drugs, allegedly selling drugs, even having
Oh,
guns in his
hold
car,
on.
but he
That
was
was
still letting his
Bubba?
daughter chill with him and
That
live
was
there.
right.
Fat Bubba Bubba?
Like, did you guys see the footage of when they first got arrested and the cop was like, "I'm gonna be like, there's drugs involved," and they knew it. They were trying to put that on. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
They know.
I know. I did a video on that.
Play
Yeah.
the video, man, and
God.
show. There's a lot of people who don't know what I'm talking about because Mama Russo did go in
Hey,
court and
Bubba.
said, "I had no
But
clue.
that was the
I've never
Shirillas
done."
though. That body cam was the Shirillas acting
Hey,
like,
Bubba.
oh, who
Is
cares?
that you, Bubba?
Yeah, it was.
Again,
Aaron Mitchell, motherfucker.
Mackenzie
Yeah,
was
I
on
did time in
trial.
prison. Homie. What you do?
Nobody
You did
else.
nothing. You did
Whoa,
not.
you
But
did time
again,
in prison,
all
dude?
fucking are distracted on this shit versus world optics. It's hilarious. It is a
Explain the
tough story.
relevance.
The relevance is you guys are all like so obsessed with this.
You guys
crazy
has
teenage
no. I
chick
want you to explain the
and
relevance
two
of the
drug
video
well,
that you're
Davey,
saying and what
rest in
it would
peace,
have
Davey
done
was just
different.
getting arrived.
Are you
That
gonna
dude
let
was
me
just
My
getting
fucking
ears
helter
hurt.
finish?
out.
My ears
I'm
hurt, man.
talking.
My
I
ears hurt.
want
Play
you
the video.
to
Play
tell
the, you
me.
say I don't come with
Can
receipts. Play
somebody
the
mute
video.
him so that I
Play
can
the, I
finish?
came with receipts.
You didn't clearly because
Drop
I
the
want
video
you
What
to
now.
fucking
tell me
receipt?
how it would
Play
be
his video.
relevant to
Mama
her
Russo,
case.
Mama
Drop the
Russo told
video
the court,
now.
I never knew that they fucking did drugs. I did, dude. They're a party family. The mom's a dude. It's a drug dealer family. They
Plug,
had
where's
an
the button?
Drug
in
Drop the
dealing
court.
had
video now.
nothing to
Because
do
they
with
didn't want
the
the drug
murders.
dealers to go down at the.
Go ahead, play the video.
Let's watch something.
Super cute, twinning.
Okay, so no, don't play this video. This is the one I seen. It doesn't matter. So okay, so Mackenzie
Zero
Shirilla smoking
relevance. The
weed.
judge would have said irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't. This is it's victim shaming, bro. Like they have nothing to do with. Okay, so she
let
smoked
me say
weed with
this.
Mackenzie. Who gives a fuck?
Let
My
me say
parents smoked
this.
weed. Go ahead.
Let me say this. How would the Russo family, the mom in general, smoking weed with Dom, or even Dom selling drugs, even let's say fuck, he's talking about drug dealers, bro, with a small ass digi scale and a couple nickel bags, bro. That's not a drug dealer, bro. Shut up. That's somebody who's trying to smoke weed for free. Okay, number one, you
And they were
obviously
doing
haven't.
shrooms and providing them to their friends. Big whoop.
Exactly. That's somebody who's just trying to hang out and party and get shit for a lower price. Okay, number one. Number two, even if Dom was pushing kilos, even if he was Pablo Dom Escobar, how does it affect the Mackenzie trial? How does it affect what Mackenzie did? How does it affect Mackenzie's actions? It does not affect it at all. Why? Because these are the victims' families you're talking about, and the victim. They are not the ones on trial. They are not the ones that committed the heinous act. Yeah, they're probably bad parents. But what am I going to do? Fucking bash them on the internet because they lost their kid and they were bad parents? No, I'm going to bash Mackenzie and her parents because they seem to think their child is a fucking angel and didn't do nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bash Mackenzie's parents because they victim blamed. They blamed Dom and they blamed Davion. Okay? Let's get that right. Mackenzie's parents, especially crackhead Scuba Steve, specifically blamed Dom and Davion as responsible for the crash. And verbatim, he said along these lines, "We don't know what happened in that car. Dom or Davion could have grabbed the wheel."
Victim blaming.
Very interesting, man. Salute to the chat, everybody in the building. Fortune, hit the link, man, if you want to come up. I didn't see your comment. Everyone, the links in the chat and come up. I'm gonna let Bubba back up. Go ahead.
I love how you don't play the video. The guy who's crying the most, putting out, wants to stop the public from seeing the video. Look, bro. If you go look in the police
Bro, I
reports,
interviewed her. What are you talking about, dude? That's saying, bro. Hold on, real quick, You have to be put backstage for you to listen. You have a listening issue. That's why I think you are, Bubba. Bubba's the same way. But we interviewed the same girl. We interviewed Keezy. We had her up here. Should we let her talk her shit? We'll let you talk your shit. But when it comes to that video, we just broke the video down. I know what's in the video. It's basically the Russo smoking weed with Mackenzie, and she's smoking weed by him and shit. And she's riding around smoking weed. Who gives a fuck? Pino just laid it out for you. We don't care about that. Next, hey, I want your next argument.
Pull up random chick 08's comment.
The reason why
Pull
they
up
died?
random chick 08's comment. Sorry to overtalk you, Dom. I'm sorry. Pull up random chick's comment. It says, "When you don't have facts to support your opinion, you victim shame."
These are my TikTok friends.
Go ahead, Bubba. You're on the mic, Bubba.
Affect the trial. Guess how it affects the trial? Because Mama Russo's on record making multiple statements, as well as her son and them, that they had no clue about the drug use. Or
it doesn't matter.
No. That
they
video
lied,
alone
okay?
could strike credibility. That video alone could strike credibility in all.
But they're not part of the case, so how their credibility don't matter.
Listen,
their credibility doesn't
exactly
matter.
How would it happen? The defense would have positioned this video.
Play the full video.
Play the video. He's like,
to me.
He's like 6'9". Play the video.
No,
Let
hold
the
on.
public
Hold
see
on.
the
Listen.
video.
Listen. The defense would have played or propositioned this video, right? And then the other side would have objected and said relevance.
See, now, no, you're going off what ifs. We're talking about
I'm telling you
That's exactly what would have happened.
They use this.
I would never see anything like that in court. Why would we see that in court? We wouldn't see that in court.
That's exactly what would have happened. The defense would have came back and said, "Your Honor, this is not relevant. I move to strike that statement."
She absolutely lied in multiple statements, which could be used in court. Period.
Drug use is not the reason for
let me ask you,
the
snafu.
accident that killed these two boys.
I'm not saying the woman killed the boys. You're in your feelers. We're talking about legal.
No, honey, I'm not.
Why do you ride so hard for her, bro? Is it you and Rosie that deep?
And I recommend you play the video because don't go off these fools. The fact that you're not playing the video for the
Who's
audience.
these
Well, you would
fools?
hold
Because
on,
you're
hold
not
on, hold
gonna
on,
call
Velma.
my boys
Your fillers
these
are.
fools.
Play the whole video.
Hold on, Velma. Let me ask you something. You are in a video too with them.
I'm not Bubba. You guys are dumb as fuck.
Okay,
You're
Snafu.
not Bubba right
Let
now.
me ask you a
Bubba.
question,
In fact, go to
Snafu.
Snafu Crew or KREW on YouTube or hashtag Truthio. I've
Okay,
been doing this a
okay,
long time,
okay,
motherfucker.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been
okay.
doing
Go ahead.
YouTube a long time. My first channel is
Snafu,
30,000. Those channels are
Snafu,
small.
BBS, look up his
Snafu,
channel real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Snafu.
yeah.
Let me ask you.
Right now I got my first
Oh
channel
my
was
God,
30K when I first did this. I'm just saying
I
you guys
Snafu,
aren't looking
still
at the
want to
facts.
know the relevance.
You
You still
guys aren't
haven't
Snafu,
looking at
told me
what
the
could actually
Snafu,
relevance.
cost credible witness
Snafu,
testimony out. And
Hold on. Let
Russo
me know
lying
talk.
about knowing the drug
Snafu,
use could fuck it
Snafu,
all over.
Snafu, Snafu. You hear me? You
I
listening?
don't really care because you
Okay,
guys
if
have been disrespectful piece
okay,
of
so
shit
that's a
except for the
one
one
that
dude.
when you say you don't care, that shows it's a one-sided argument, meaning we shouldn't
No,
even
not
have
the
you
guy
up here
talking to
because
the other dude.
okay, well, I'm gonna ask you a question now. I just want a simple answer. Where does your legal expertise come from? Are you a lawyer? Have you been incarcerated? Where are you getting
I've
your
been
expertise
incarcerated
from?
for over 7 years, 5 years for
Okay,
I was incarcerated.
so you know how trial courts work, right? So
Yeah,
then you know.
absolutely.
Okay,
I work.
okay. So
If you go look
in
up Rob Nor, he works with restorative
okay,
justice. Like you go look at my
all
channel, we've talked to people in restorative
okay.
justice and many
That's
things of like why these issues happen.
okay. So respectfully now, and this is just asking, right? These are victims you're talking about. They're not
Yes,
the ones. Okay, let me
but they're
finish. They're not the one.
also
Let me
under
just finish. Let me
testimony.
finish. They're not the ones on trial. So if you know
No,
how trial process works, when you bring up, if you were to even say, if you were the prosecutor and you were to or you were the you were to say, hey, Dom smokes weed, his parents smoke weed,
no. Dom does
this, that, and the
drugs,
third.
acid, weed, mushrooms.
Okay, okay.
You guys are
Acid, weed,
minimizing
No cocaine.
a
No,
mushrooms.
I haven't
drug
seen any
dealer. You
proof of
guys are
Okay,
cocaine.
let me finish.
minimizing
Can I
a
fucking
drug dealer.
finish? Holy
You
shit,
guys
can
are
I finish, bro?
minimizing.
You're not okay. Acid, mushrooms, whatever. Now I'm gonna finish, and now you're gonna listen to me backstage while I finish, right? So, what's gonna happen is if you've been in trial before, or you've seen trial process before, if you have any type of sense, what's going to happen is they're going to bring that up. Dom smokes weed and he does mushrooms and acid. The defense is going to say, excuse, I mean, not the defense, I'm sorry. The prosecution is going to say respectfully, that is not relevant. They exactly what Velma said. They say relevance. And that in a trial court era, you have to make sure that every statement you make is relevant to the case. Dom doing drugs, I don't care if you said he did crack. Him doing drugs is not relevant to Mackenzie driving a car 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. So what's going to happen is when the state says relevance, you get what relevance, it's going to get, bro, the whole statement is going to get struck. The judge is gonna rule on that, and he's gonna strike that whole statement. So everything you just said about Dom smoking weed, doing drugs, crack, whatever, just got taken out of trial transcript and struck because it is not relevant to the crime that is at trial. That's how that
Dom is
It is
not
works.
on trial.
relevant
Good
to his
point,
Dom
RB.
is
testimony.
not on
No.
trial.
Listen, prior to that, when they started bringing people in for fucking interviews, right? And again, both families know the drug use, the drug dealers use. Mackenzie's family was okay; she was dating one, and obviously Russo's family knew that they were drug dealers. Here's the thing: when the cops first started interviewing people, and they made statements saying, "Oh, we've never seen them drugs. We don't know anything about that." Blah blah. Absolutely. Once that is proven to be a lie, like, hey, Mama Russo lied about that. And I'm not like going against the victim family. I think this is a shitty thing all around. I think the story here should be parents who aren't parents who should be parents versus friends.
Even
On
if
both
she
sides of the
lied
family.
40
That's
times,
the
we keep
nastiest
trying to
story
tell you
that's
she
been
is
here.
not the one on trial. Even if she
Even
lied
their
40 times,
parenting has no
testimony
relevance
and
in his
their
everything
trial.
she has
parenting
said
has no
can
relevance to
absolutely be
Mackenzie's
targeted and
actions.
go after because her credibility of her statement to the police, which is
You know
multiple.
Okay,
what?
so that still wouldn't
I got
affect
a
nothing.
good idea. I got a really good idea.
Hold on. Here, I'm gonna ask him that question. How you answer me then? How would that have changed the outcome of this case? How would that have
I
changed the
don't think
judge
it
from
would have
finding Mackenzie
changed
guilty of
necessarily.
murdering two
I don't
people?
think necessarily it would have changed the outcome, but it would have
So why
restricted
the fuck
testimony
are we
from certain.
talking about it?
Well, because I
Why are we
think if she
talking
gets
about
her
it if it wouldn't have
appeal,
changed
this is
shit?
all the shit that's going to
Boom.
come out in the appeal if they do get
It's
that.
not.
It's not even a point of
It's
appeal.
not
What are you
gonna
talking? They
be.
can't
They're
even
gonna
put that in
Boom.
say
He's trying
appeal.
to say them smoking weed's gonna be in the
relevant.
appeal.
This dude is crazy,
I
Their
had to
bro.
take
defense
him
has
off,
been
man.
denied all her appeals so far.
Have a good night, brother.
Again, the prosecution
Yeah,
is gonna
dude,
say
you don't, you
objection,
obviously.
relevance, and the other side is gonna have to prove the fucking relevance, and there is none.
I don't believe.
God damn.
I don't believe bro did a day in jail. I believe that was Bubba.
Well, I mean, I don't have like you're like, what's your expertise in law? And I'm sitting here on mute, like I ain't got none. But shit, I watch trials and do my research, but like it has no relevance. And like I said, they would literally say that. What's the relevance? And when I ask him that, he can't tell me.
No, he can't tell you. He doesn't fucking know what he's talking about. He has no idea how, bro. First off, it I don't care if even if that's what I was trying to say. Even if your point was that Dom's mom lied, right? Even if she lied 50 times, 100 times, it does not matter. She was not a part of the crime. She was not in the car. She was not driving. She was not there at the time of the crime. It does not fucking matter. Mackenzie would have still been found guilty. Mackenzie would have still been responsible for the two boys she killed. It does not matter. Yeah, if you want to hold her accountable for bad parenting on your own, do that on your own. But we're not going to sit here and bash somebody who lost their fucking kid to a psycho behind a fucking steering wheel. You got life fucked up if you think we're going to bash. I don't give a fuck if they smoked a joint together. I don't give a fuck if Dom had a digi-scale. I had fucking 5 digi-scales when I was 15.
Real rap.
Like, what the fuck? Do I deserve to die because I sold drugs when I was 15?
I'm
Do I
gonna be
deserve to
honest.
die
I
because I
used to
smoked
weigh
weed
out
with my
my
dad?
food.
Real
Do I
Like,
rap.
deserve? Like, come on, bro.
They
Fuck
might.
out
So
of here.
his whole argument was they would try to use that in some kind of form in the appeal. Dude, they're not going to bring that up, bro.
they're not gonna. No new information is gonna
Bro,
be
it
allowed
has
in
no
an appeal.
relevance to the case. His mom lying or being a liar has zero relevance. It has zero
Or
legal
knowing that they
ground.
did drugs, it has no relevance.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't fucking matter.
when you file an appeal, it has to be a legal standpoint. His mom is not on trial. His mom is not a part of the crime. His mom is not a co-defendant. His mom is not fucking anything part of the crime, meaning there is no point of error in an appeal. You cannot put her her being a liar in the appeal. How does that even fucking make sense? You cannot put personal opinions in appeal. That's not how that works. You come with facts of error. In Mackenzie's
Somebody
case, they came
lying
with
about whether
15
they did drugs or not
in
is
Mackenzie's case, they came with 15 facts of error. Not one of them was about Dom's mom being a liar or smoking weed with Dom. 15 facts of error. Do you think if that was an
no, it was
actual
proving her
legal
intent.
standpoint or a fact of error, don't you think they would have put it in their original appeal back in April?
Right.
Be for real.
It's none of this is gonna come up. I'm sorry.
It would if it was the other way around with Mackenzie's parents, which Mackenzie's parents obviously were allowing it as well. So that's where I'm like, yo, she's the one that did it. So yeah, you could come with that argument with her
Yeah.
parents, but a victim, like the mom wasn't in the car. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's
And then you want to say, oh, Dom was a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer. This, so what? Mackenzie was a prostitute.
right. And again,
Let's start there.
relevance.
Mackenzie sold pictures of her ass. She was a prostitute. She sold
She
pictures of
let
her booty
somebody
hole.
fuck her feet.
Well, there's
Let's
Relevant.
some.
start
I
there.
got an email about somebody that really believing that she might have been a victim of human trafficking.
Again, relevance. It's
None.
not
See,
relevant.
Yo,
She
what's
still, at
up,
the end of the
bro?
day, intentionally killed these two boys.
who was that? Blue? Was that you?
That's the homie. That's the homie.
Oh, that's the homie. Salute, bro. I'm gonna play this real quick. What do I got? Hold on, I'm gonna pull
Salute.
this up. Okay, yeah. So this lady got proved wrong again. This lady on TikTok is trying to say that Mackenzie didn't get charged with mushrooms and all this shit.
And here's the biggest detail people are completely missing. The drug charges on her indictment were not for the cannabis found in her system or the mushrooms found in her clothes. The state's drug charges were explicitly tied to a larger fentanyl distribution ring. The drug charges
This is
on
what
her
he's trying to get to. This shit
indictment
right here.
were
Bunch of
not
bullshit.
for the cannabis found in her system
But that's
or
not.
the mushrooms found in her clothes.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my
So the paperwork right here proves
Stop
that
fucking lying.
that she got,
Right. I was
privilege.
literally about to say we can bring up the paperwork. Like, I have access to all of it.
I didn't want
So
you to
he
get
might have seen. He might be watching these
copyright.
people. Oh, my bad, Pito.
No, you're good. I wanted you. That's why I started screaming mute that so I could override the copyright because
What?
that
The Lion song is copyrighted? That song would be
Yes, it is.
copyrighted?
I've used it before. It is definitely. I used it as an
It
intro
could just
song
be the
for
beat, right?
Methacofan. Nope. You cannot play the beat. You can't play the song. You can't play
No, that's
anything
what I'm
on
saying.
there.
The beat could be triggering it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it could be.
beat is copyrighted because it's the original beat number one. But I remember opening up a Methacofan live and I opened up with that song and they copyrighted me. I had to erase that song out of the live. So that's why I just
I
tried to
had to do
scream
that on
over
one
it
of
real
mine
quick.
too recently.
Hey, did we check to see if this dude really has a YouTube? I really want to make sure this isn't Bubba and we're not getting fooled again.
That's
I'm
Bubba,
gonna read
bro.
what Bubba said because it just keeps like fucking deleting me. It said, "Yo, Kenzie, it's Bubba. What's poppin', family? We gonna get through this. Trust me, you got me and Rosie. We got you. We done put this motherfucker together like a puzzle. You feel me? We're gonna get you straight. I promise, my boys up there."
What does that mean? Put the shit together like a puzzle. That's what
That's what
these
he was trying
motherfuckers are
to do
doing.
just now.
The hell? Put what puzzle?
A puzzle that ain't got all the pieces apparently.
One of them janky puzzles, you know. It's
One
like
of
the one you get from Goodwill
yeah,
that is like
a
missing a
second-hand
couple
puzzle.
pieces, but you don't know.
Something that's been passed down a couple generations.
The one at your grandma's house at the bottom of the toy box.
Okay, I'm gonna read what Bubba said because it just keeps like fucking deleting me. It said, "Yo, Kenzie, it's Bubba. What's poppin', family? We gonna get through this. Trust me, you got me and Rosie. We got you. We done put this motherfucker together like a puzzle. You feel me? We're gonna get you straight. I promise, my boys up there mad as hell right now at these people. I know they are, and it's funny as fuck. The more I go through life, the more I see me and Rosie shaping into you and Dom. Oh, it's crazy. We're gonna live on with them. I'm trying to shape my image into Dave and Dom. They're gonna live on. I promise that."
On the phone now, in the room or out?
Oh, I don't have my iPad yet.
No, so you're out like with the rest of the people?
Yeah, I'm the pod. Tell me what I got.
I just want to play that part. It's very interesting.
Do
Just
we have
from
a clip
the
of
get-go.
Bubba, like when Bubba was talking to Ivy Rose? Do we have a clip of Bubba so that we can voice compare that shit?
Well, I think this dude has a legit YouTube. I'm trying to go through see his YouTube unless Bubba has a
Okay,
secret YouTube.
but Rosie has a legit YouTube too. Turn on the comments, Rosie.
Yeah, she turned the comments off. Yeah.
We just want to talk.
Very interesting. What
Crazy.
else?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was gonna pull the Irish goodbye and DVS beat me to it. That motherfucker be janking my shit up, ganging my
Shut
shit
up!
all
I
the
was
time.
about to bounce too. I
Fuck
gotta go
out
to
of
bed.
here.
I got work.
See your ass later. Good night. Nah.
Oh,
feel you.
Pino
It's
just did
Friday
it.
night.
Pino
Fuck
beat
it.
you.
Oh,
God
Pino
damn it! We could have
he just
honestly
played us
exploded.
both, bro. Damn.
No,
What the
y'all have a
fuck?
good night though, for real. I wanted to cover the Nolan Wells case, but I don't know how much I know the family got an independent autopsy done
Right.
today. I don't know if we're gonna get results from that anytime soon because really it's hard to cover this case without that part.
That'll
But
take a little while.
they did go and do an interview. I don't know, DVS, are you still here? I don't know if you just went backstage to listen. But Yeah, I wanted to cover that case because that's they're trying to make it a race thing. It's not a race thing. We've had multiple friends come
Yeah.
out and say it's not about race, but I guess I can't say that either yet. So we'll see.
Right. That
We'll
one's a
see
hard
though.
one. I don't know. Y'all know how I feel about kids though, so.
Yeah, he was above 8. He was 18. So
Yeah,
yeah, he's
but
a
the
kid.
older I get, the older the word kids get too. Like
Yeah, he's a
Dom was
kid.
a kid to me, even though he was of age, he was almost 21, but that's still a kid to me.
Yeah, they were still living like kids for sure. Like he was doing music and trying to do, and obviously whatever these guys are saying, literally everything that we all done when we were kids. I don't get that shit. Whatever. That dude was out of his mind.
Well, I appreciate you letting me up because this week was a rough week in the TikTok universe over there, and yeah,
What's going on TikTok?
we lost one of our good friends this week,
Oh,
so yeah.
look, I want to say this too. Why we got people real quick, and RIP to your friend, and we've had a former mod that just passed away. Half a line, aka Amanda. She passed away
Really?
from I don't even want to say what she passed away.
Yeah, you don't
Jessica
have to say
Kent,
why.
go watch Jessica Kent's shorts. She is shitting on her because this is
Fuck
the baby
Jessica
mama.
Kent.
This is the baby mama of Jessica Kent's ex. So
No.
she is shitting on
Yo, I did a
Amanda.
whole interview with her, bro. It's crazy and unreleased.
You have an unreleased interview with Amanda?
Yeah.
Oh, you should drop it, Blue.
I feel like a way, like,
Like a in
I don't
honor
know.
kind of
Oh
thing.
I don't
man.
know
Like,
if that would be like the right thing to do. That's why, you know what I mean?
What did you do it on, Blue? On YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh
And
no.
then I made it private.
Oh okay. Okay. Yeah, I would wait, bro, and see what
Unfinished. I didn't plan on, you know what I mean?
I would just
With all due
wait, maybe
respect.
wait later.
I
Yeah,
understand that. I mean, like I said, I'm in my field, so like if I had like a private conversation with Denki right now, like I would probably feel the same
Of
way
course, of
about it,
course.
Like I
Let
wouldn't
me
be sure if I would drop it
And
or
it was
not.
meant to be for content. It's just,
what did
I'm just
what did she say
Right.
in
Now
that
it
interview, Blue?
feels
she was basically shitting on Jessica Kent the whole time.
Was she?
She was pulling up receipts and shit too, but I don't have access like you to post shit up. So I was like, yo, let's finish this in the YouTube streets. I kind of cut it
oh.
short because I'm like, Plug and DVS could pull all this stuff up. And I'm
Mhm.
like, yo, come back. And, it's like
Now, people want
crazy.
to put conspiracies out there. That'd be one to fucking go in on because look, Jessica Kent, she's not a good person, allegedly. That and
No,
if
not
she's close
allegedly.
to this
She's
person,
not. Is she still dating that PDF? She's not.
yes, yes.
The fuck out of here.
Even if she broke up with him at this point, she still is. Oh,
She
we got
dated him knowing.
we got Snafu Snaps back. What
Oh,
up, bro?
Yeah,
bro, we
I
were.
just requested. I didn't come here hot. I do come in hot because I think I think we should be focused more on national shit than this. But please play the video because there's people in your audience that said I haven't seen what he's talking about, and that is big shit. Because
Okay, play the video.
I think the moral of the story, it's tragic. The boys got killed. That woman murdered them, but all parents are at
Right
fault
there. That
here.
was
And
your
I'm not
problem.
trying to
You said, but.
victim whatever, but I'm also not going to be like that. This is okay because you guys are minimizing the drug dealing part.
No, we're
You
not.
guys,
We're
oh
just
yes,
saying
you
it's
are.
not relevant.
It
We're not
wasn't just weed,
minimizing it.
ma'am.
It doesn't.
It
It doesn't
was more
apply to
than
the
weed.
case.
And the trafficking thing. Let me just say, I deal with whistleblowers. I know Kent, Jessica. I deal with DX Marfugal. He works with Dex, who worked with Oracle, which is basically data collection right now. What I'm saying is, there's a lot of deception going on right now, and a lot of let's get people focused on this versus this, which is distraction optics. And it's a tragedy these boys died, but we are talking about, no offense, parents who wanted to be friends with their children and drug dealers. Like that's really what, like, whether both sides of the family. So
Okay.
I just wanted the video to be played because people in your audience were asking, hey, we haven't seen it. And I think that you have a platform to share the optics. That's
Well,
all I'm
right
saying.
now,
Listen, man, I'm not
right
playing. I'm not.
now,
It's
I don't think we have
disrespectful.
the ability to play
Let's
it.
put the link out for them so they could see it themselves.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you this:
I'll do that.
You said that we should be focused on national issues instead of things like this. Is this your first time on this? No. Is this your first time on this channel?
No.
Okay. Does this channel cover national issues, or does this channel
Yes,
cover
I'm
true
not talking
crime
about
cases?
this channel, Velma. Why is this subject created more national news? Let's say more of the Western here in the United States. It's not even hitting news in other entities. Why is it being? It's one of the biggest distractors for the American public right now, versus many other international and national news going on.
You didn't
This is
say
one of the big,
international.
and they know this. The media, the mainstream media people know this. They know what they want the public.
We cover true crime. We don't cover
We
politics,
cover
brother.
true crime.
No, I know you do. I know
And
exactly what you do.
this
I'm talking as a whole.
This is a case that has been brought back to the public light.
Why do you think the case?
Were you gonna let me finish my fucking sentence?
Actually, no, I don't. Give a fuck if you guys been blocking me. Why do you think the case grabbed so much national attention in the United States?
Because they just dropped a fucking documentary on Netflix, is what I was gonna say.
Why
you
did
done?
the Netflix documentary pick it up? Why was it such a big thing for
Don't
Netflix?
forget Hulu. They got Mean Girls.
Because we never had a case. We never had a case like this.
You know where you would really, really thrive?
Infiltrated media relations. You know what Pogo is? Probably not. You
Do
seem
you
like
know
a
where
very
you would really
uneducated
thrive?
woman.
In the Wade Wilson community. They would fucking eat you up.
You know what Pogo is? Privately owned, government operated, infiltrated media relations. Ask yourself, why would Netflix or some of these bigger companies
Can you take
want
this
to
shit
pick
out your
this
mouth when
story
you
up to
talk
get
next time?
fools like you distracted?
We're not distracted. We're
You're
talking
definitely
about
distracted.
a case that has nothing to do
You're
with
definitely
the
you're
distraction
mainstream
that
media.
you want to
You are
bring up
absolutely
here.
like they feed people like you, and you'll fucking jump on it. Now, I'm not like like you do true crime shit, and I get that.
You're doing
But
the
this case
distraction right now,
particular
dude.
hit mainstream.
Hold on, let me reset. So, Cindy Owens, you're backstage right now, and you have to approve your camera, but you could turn it off after you approve it. It's not letting you come up. I'll let you back up 1 second, Velma. We're just trying to calm it down just for a second. The dude that's coming up right now. Now, distracting from what, like, you don't know what we do privately. Like, we could look into politics, but on this channel particularly, we covered a Mackenzie Shirilla case, and the reason why this case blew up initially is because phone calls for prisons were able to obtain the jail calls a year ago, and that's what got our attention, because we just got done covering Wade Wilson, and then they had Mackenzie Shirilla jail calls, and we're like, who is Mackenzie Shirilla? We look into the case. The case is actually, I know it's a cut and dry case in my opinion, but Mackenzie Shirilla, we never seen anything where someone killed, like, it's probably happened before in history. Obviously, actually, we've seen a video of a dude doing this to his family, but this magnitude, I don't know. It was interesting at first. We're like, what do you mean she killed him with the car? So I don't know. That's why we're here. Bring it back up.
You want to know why I think the biggest reason it's hitting mainstream media? It's going, again, Pogo, privately owned, government operated, infiltrated media relations. There's a lot of things happening with social media and certain optics of it changing. We're witnessing this with Australia, Canada, and certain optics to it. This is a desensitization process and showing you that, like, putting out the social media optic. That's why it's hitting the attention, because of her obsession, including the Shirilla's obsession with social media, let alone the whole in prison using social media thing. There's reasons why this story is hitting mainstream media, and you get people like Velma who eat it up, and it's all they're focused on versus the other optics in play.
Listen here, Bubba.
Right now. That's all I got to say. You call me Bubba all you want. You're a mainstream media eater. And
I'm
again,
not. Actually, I'm not.
And the story here again is parents who shouldn't be friends with their children should be parents. And again, all you guys think that this hit mainstream on purpose. Look at what it's covering. It's really the reason a lot of you guys are into it is covering the social media realm. The chick is obviously obsessed. Mackenzie did that, her friends.
So now we went from.
That's where the
never mind.
goes. Because, like you said, it's a dry run case, and you could probably look up a million cases that are just
Bro,
like this.
There's not a million cases
Yeah,
like
there
this.
are. Go look
There's
it up. I've already
There's
found
I
not.
was like
a
you
bunch
at
of
one
them.
point too. Conspiracy theorist to the point, bro. It's going to eat you alive,
There's
bro.
not
Just,
a. You know
you
what?
can't fix.
Yeah.
You can't
Well,
change what anything.
go look at my content. Maybe you'll understand me a little
My
more after you go
emails
look through
in
my
my
content.
bio.
Let
Send
me
me
look at it.
all 100, 1 million, however many fucking cases you got. I got time. I will look at all 1 million cases that you say that are out there like this. Because in the recent years, there's only been a few.
No, that's not true. That's not
Bro.
true. This is a cut kind of case that people kill, like the girlfriend killing boyfriend, people in the car. Like this is the reason this is picked up is the social media content, and then also the Shirilla's crazy denial, like just showing you the optics of denials and.
Bro, I typed your name in on YouTube, and dude, you got a lot of people going at you right now.
Sure, I
You
do.
got like,
I hate
yeah.
whistleblowers, journalists, and fucking truth, yo, man. I don't give a fuck. I know what we
So
stand for.
somebody called you a troll in one of these
I
videos.
hope
So
you send
Yeah,
what's
his toes
maybe I
down
am.
like Big Sheen.
what's this
Like all
about,
I
man?
know is Velma. People like Velma like to eat up what they give her, and then they don't look
No,
at the optics
sweetheart.
of
I
what's
have read
actually happening.
all
And
the
again,
fucking
what I'm saying is
documents
right.
on this
The
case.
reason the public, you should ask yourself why Netflix.
There's one
Hulu,
video that says you got teabagged. What does that mean?
dude, I work with so many channels. Which video is that? Are you on my channel, or are you just looking at shit about me?
Yeah, I don't know. I typed your name in,
It's
and
the
dude, they
best way
got.
to learn about us.
You can go to my
Somebody.
channel. It's Crew, but
How do your channel should have?
a few of them.
This is the issue, bro. I'm on YouTube. I put your channel in, and then you're getting your ops' video up here. This guy said
Oh well,
it's Flow
probably
State.
maybe.
Flow State.
Oh, Flow State, Dusty. Yeah, Dusty. He's live right now, probably.
He said he teabagged you. What does that mean?
Fuck you lying.
He's in the drama sector. They like doing all that weird shit, teabagging, fucking talking all that weird shit.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
He didn't literally
he's
teabag
in
you.
the drama sector type shit. Locale type optics.
Oh,
But all
well,
I'm saying
okay.
is that Pogo, privately owned, government operated, infiltrated media relations. This case is hitting American media, like, and it's getting international too. But the hype about it
I don't
is
follow
social
mainstream media,
and
bub.
we should be talking more about the parents. And I'm not trying to dog the victim family, but it's true. It's true because we're not looking at, hey, a lot of this stuff probably would have been avoided if parents act like parents versus friends. And that includes both sides of the family.
Let me ask you this. I don't know you. Do you have children?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. There
Right.
comes a point.
I usually keep my family business off of online optics for safety,
Right.
but yeah.
I understand. There comes a point in parenting where you have done all that you can do. I'm not defending the Shirillas. I am saying this very blanket statement. And you are no longer the one that is responsible for your child's actions. Mackenzie did that shit. I'm gonna tell you like Ashley Baker.
But you guys are making it sound like I'm defending the crazy bitch that murdered those two boys. She's here's the problem. Why would a dude hang out with a crazy bitch like that when he's had so many red flags over and over and over and over and over?
Dudes
for
like
all you men
crazy
out
bitches.
there, for all you men out there, this should be a very good example of to avoid these crazy bitches.
Dudes like crazy bitches.
Right. So in a way, there's even
no, you're not gonna blame him. Nope. You're not gonna blame him.
And he even told his friends, "Yeah, dude, I believe her. She's that crazy." So, I mean, again, it's a tragedy of what happened. We were talking about court documents, and I don't think the appeal is going anywhere. I think it's a waste of time. I think Ohio's gonna. I mean, they got 10 days, right? 7 or 6 now until we hear what happened.
Nah, dude, the Supreme Court already warned them not to turn it in, and it did anyway. So that's really gonna piss them off. She's cooked.
Yeah, she's cooked. She's cooked. I think the biggest thing is that if you want to know my personal opinion, I think this story is a distraction. I think here soon we're about to witness some bigger optics in play worldwide.
But this isn't that huge of a. You're acting like this is the main thing, like everyone's talking about. Go to X right now. No one's talking about this. This is everyone. No, go ahead.
X is more international. Like I said, this is really hitting the American public.
It's just a YouTube. It's a YouTube sector, bro. It's not that. I mean, TMZ stopped covering it, didn't it? Or no, they might have covered the picture shit, but
That's true. I
They're
think
gonna cover the highlights of it, just like any case. You know, whenever it does come back around, whenever there's new information. But
and I'm not. Like
what
I said,
I
I'm
don't
not sorry
understand
for
is you came up here wanting us to play a
I
video
don't want. No. You should play the fucking video.
that
And it was
that has
bullshit the
no
way that went down.
relevance
Oh,
to
we're gonna play it.
anything.
We're not gonna play it. Oh, turn that video
Well,
off. No, the
no,
public
now we
should see
can't
it.
because we
But
don't have
homeboy said we
anybody up
put it in
here
the
that
link for
has
the
the
public,
ability
so
to play
that's
the video.
respectable. That's
So
respectable. Because that is bullshit. Whether your opinion of the video or not, I care less.
we got Miss Cindy Owens up here. How you doing, Cindy?
But
Hey, can you hear
I'm
me?
gonna go, bro. Hey, I came to just say the biggest picture of the story is social media, man, of how it affects the youth. And look at how crazy. Well, you laugh. You fucking laugh. You're the
that
one
wasn't
eating
what
it
you
up
came
right
up
now.
here
Look
about.
at what you're doing. You're fucking up here eating it now, trying to question me of if this could be agended out. Yeah, man, Hulu, Netflix, big tech, Pogo, privately owned, government operated, infiltrated media relations. They know what kind of shit people like you are gonna eat up versus
I
actually
didn't
looking at
watch
shit that
it.
may cause disruption because world shit is happening right
You
now.
act like you know me, boy. You don't know me.
That
I
was
know
rude
the
what she
guy.
did to Miss Cindy, man. We introduced her, and you talked, and then she left, man.
She left.
Oh, she'll come back. She could come back. I'll leave.
Why the zebra picture?
Well, I think she wanted to talk to you. But I'm gonna go to bed. I got work. Bye, y'all.
Because there's
See ya.
stripes
Why
everywhere.
the zebra picture?
Whistleblowers. Our zebras are whistleblowers
Oh, you're a
everywhere.
whistleblower. Okay, go ahead, Miss Cindy.
Can y'all
Whistleblowers,
hear
girls,
me?
fishers, and men. All right, I'm out. I'm done. But like it's more than you.
Go ahead, Miss
Can you
Cindy.
hear
You're
me?
rude. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First off, Dominic is dead, so he cannot stand up for himself, nor can Davion. So we have to be their voices. So
Big
what?
facts.
Dominic made stupid choices. We all do. But he's dead, so none of that is relevant to the case now. What they gonna do? Charge him while he's dead?
Great points, Miss Cindy. Great points. No, yeah, again. Pino did a great job of breaking down the whole court thing of where if they can't even bring this up, it's so irrelevant. But he's trying to go back to like the core of the parenting, but still, it doesn't give any substance of really what happened. So if he did the other way around with the Shirillas, then if Dom was on the other end, but he's not. That's what he's not getting. Like you're going in on a family that's part of the victim, so it doesn't make any sense. It's I forgot to tell him to his face, but that's ratting, dude. That's
And
snitching.
And Snafu needs to learn how to be quiet and keep his mouth shut when other people are talking and stop interrupting. Everybody will get a chance, one person at a time. It's outright rude.
Yeah, it's live etiquette. A lot of people don't know yet. There's a little bit of a delay, but he's been all. I'm looking at his. So if you type in Snafu Snaps on YouTube, you will see that there's a bunch of people like making videos on this guy. I guess he must be some kind of troll, traveling troll. And one video says he got teabagged. Now, if I'm not mistaken, teabag is when another male puts his genitals on your body, but I think it was wrote out in the title as like he got bodied on a panel or something, kind of like how it happened tonight a little bit. Oh shit.
This is how I see it. Dominic and Davion are going, Lord rest their souls. I apologize for getting emotional because that wench took them out on purpose. The black box showed that the acceleration was deliberate. She had a choice. She could have slowed the car down. But what did she do? She turned that corner just finding Jim Dandy. And the next thing you know, bam, she slammed the accelerator and into the wall she went. To me, that is intentional. And the fact this dude is trying to run the Russo's name through the mud, first off, it was proven that Judge Russo was in no relation to Mrs. Russo, Dominic's mom,
because if she had have been, they would have took her off of the case because it would have been a conflict of interest. Mind you, I don't know. I'm not schooled 100% in this, but I do know that much. I'm not that stupid. I didn't fall off the turnip truck. But
people in Strongsville are very short-minded in a sense, Miss Cindy, where they don't understand the name Russo is actually so. I grew up with a Russo. There's so many Russos that they cannot be. They're probably not related, even though they had the same last name. It's like having Williams. It's a very common last name. So the judge and Miss Christine Russo, they were not related at all, and that would have been a conflict of interest, and it would have been a different judge. And okay, then you guys, this is what they don't understand too. They're risking a different outcome. They're gonna get a worse outcome if they keep fucking around.
by the way, I did let Christine, Dominic's sister, know about what you found about Kay's mama, about what she said about the Russos. I did text her that, and I told her to get in touch with you. You know, the big sister.
Show her this too, because she needs to see this too. Because honestly, in my opinion, Mackenzie Shirilla just leans over and lays down. Her head's right there by. See her left arm. I couldn't get because I'm not trying to show anybody else in the car. She's laying there, like the airbag saved her life. She just leans over. I'm gonna take this comment down too. I'm gonna come back to that, Lonnie. You have a great point. But yeah, to me, this just looks like she's playing the part right here.
She says, I don't remember anything. I blacked out. I had a POTS episode. If she had all that crap, she wouldn't have been able to tell the officer her name when he said, what's your name? Mackenzie. Therefore, she was coherent. And then she tried to say they resuscitated her. No, they didn't, because the officer plain out said that her chest was moving. She was still breathing. So therefore, that's a moot point too, because she was not resuscitated. She was alive. Her chest was moving. She was still breathing. She can't say she didn't remember, because if she hadn't remembered, she wouldn't have been able to tell her their name, tell them her name. I'm just saying.
Yep. And she spoke to, and she was very coherent in the ambulance.
Exactly. But I do want to say thank you for allowing me to speak on here, because I have watched your show a while.
Thank you, Miss Cindy. You're a member too. I see you all the time. I appreciate you.
Which I thank you for that. And because of Dominic and Davion, I am 48 years old. I have watched true crime for a very long time. And out of all the cases I've ever seen, this case has affected me the most. Sorry about getting emotional. But because of them, I want to go to school to get a degree in criminal justice so I could be an advocate for the family and the victims and the victims' families, so that they can get justice, because this stupid 15 years to life times 2 concurrently is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. She basically is serving 15 years for 2 murders when she should do consecutively. If it had my way, it'd be life without parole, period.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think they were trying to be. I think the judge was trying to be fair on both the lives, but when it comes to Davion being in the back seat as well, like she might have that intentional of trying to kill Dom, kill somebody else if she's trying to say that she didn't intend to kill. But this is another thing we got to remember, and this is important. Davion and Dom got really close, and I think she was jealous of that relationship. So again, this. We know it's the intent's there, but was the intent there for Davion? Them two were getting close. She did not like that shit.
That's true. To be honest, she was probably jealous of Davion because she wanted Dominic all to herself. She's the me, I want this, give me this. It's all about me. It's my way or the highway. And in regards to Dominic, if I can't have you, nobody can. You know?
So this is that dude's channel right here. I don't know if this is your actual. I can't find your channel, dude. So I know this is the dude that clicked the link. Crew, that Snapu dude. But I don't know, bro. You didn't really have a. You didn't have no. You have no proof of any. There's not even no hard drugs. Mushrooms and weed. Are we kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on. I haven't seen one brick of cocaine. What are y'all talking about? Crazy. But yeah, thank you,
Regardless,
Miss Cindy. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
like I said, regardless, I think all that snafu dude said was irrelevant because, yeah, Dominic made stupid choices. Everybody does. But that's not relevant to the current case. And just why try to, like, charge him now? It sounds like he's wanting to say try to charge him posthumously, whatever. But it's over. You know, he's gone. There's no relevance.
Now he's putting fucking charges on these people, bro. White cocaine found at the house. Where's the paperwork on that? My email is newageplugs with an S at Gmail. Send me the paperwork on that. There was no cocaine found, bro. What are you talking about? Nobody got arrested for cocaine. There's so many other arguments you guys could come with that I would actually listen to because I've seen people come with angles, but again, you're coming with 30 different things. There's a new angle that Mackenzie Shirilla actually went through the treatment for POTS. She got her blood tests and all this shit. Oh, another thing too, I haven't seen any paperwork on her injuries after the wreck. Natalie, you still haven't provided us with what happened, and I don't know if this is. I believe medical isn't public information, so they need to provide this. She was a minor too, but what was your actual injury? She didn't get resuscitated. You fucking liars! I showed you the picture. She just leaned over.
If Kay was so bad, then why was her and her mama on social media all about model opportunities? Come on, man. Seriously? 2 minutes. Yes, they made stupid choices, but still, they were the 2 innocent ones who got murdered. But come on, man. Show some remorse. Show some actual emotion, not this crocodile tear bull crap that you
Somebody
can
says
cry on a dime. Somebody, cry on a dime.
Kenzie's lawyer knew Miss
There are people
Russo.
out there that can do that. There are people that can do that.
This comment says Kenzie's lawyer knew Mr. Russo was dirty. He has a public passage saying, I understand you guys saying stuff again, but you cannot just say that and provide proof. Where's the connect? Where's the video or the paper trail of showing the connection? Like, where's the connection? You just say, oh, she was a lawyer. Oh, she blah 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 blah. Boom. I don't know.
If anything was in the past and that it's already been closed, it's closed. Why dig up old bones? That's in the past. It's done with. It's already been closed. Let it go. If it was years ago or whatever, that's has no relevance to the actual present day, in my opinion.
And the number one thing, and she's already admitted to guilt. You guys are forgetting that. Like, that's going to be, come on now. This the only thing she's not saying is intent, in which that's going to bite her in the ass later on anyways. But I appreciate you, Miss Cindy. I'm about to wrap it up. We appreciate everybody that came through. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Miss Cindy. Thank you so much. Salute to the chat. Everybody that came up. Appreciate the arguments. Even the homeboy that came up that sounded like Bubba, but I don't know. It could be Bubba. Somebody needs to go get a voice thing and do back to back. See if that is Bubba. But we appreciate y'all coming through. Smash the like button on the way out. YouTube Streets Podcast. We got to cover Nolan Wells though. We got to go live again, man. Gosh, we didn't even get a chance to cover Nolan Wells' case, but we will. Definitely justice too. I think who said that in the chat earlier? Mr. O'Mara. Salute to you, man. Yeah, definitely justice. It's not a race thing though, Mr. O'Mara. Like, we gotta make sure that gets pushed because they just make everything a race thing. Yeah, I can't find his channel. Oh yeah, the new Taylor Parker shit that just came out too. Crazy. Yeah, I know. We dropped a couple videos on it. I need to do a follow up video. I try to get the guys to react to it. I'm trying to get them interested in the case to react. Yeah, smash the like, smash the like. We out of here. And salute to the person that sent me the unredacted body cam. It gave me, I ain't gonna lie, that it messed me up, man. It really did. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but like, and it would never come out anywhere on our end at all. We would never fucking drop it. I already promised the person we would never, ever. We're just gonna. The only parts I want to see is I'm focused on Mackenzie, and that's what I was looking at. But it shows the whole thing, and it is horrible. Now, Davion got out the car. They got him out the car first, but I feel like when they said that he had a pulse, there wasn't enough sense of urgency to me. Like, but I'm not I'm not trying to shit on their profession and what they do, but I just feel like they should have had a little bit more, in my opinion, more sense of urgency. Like CPR, boom, get him out of there quicker. But super sad. And the car was still kind of warm. It wasn't as long as like the Shirilla supporters try to make it seem like it is. Like the car was still it was still warm, so she didn't lay there like crazy amount of time. Which you go from the surveillance to what happened, you could get the time. And I'll have it offhand right now, but I don't know how I don't know how somebody would be able to see the unredacted. Yet it might be a request, it might, but um, it's a lot. It is. Oh man, don't even know what to say about it. If Mac were a victim of anything, take the stand and shout out it from the rooftops. And hello, I've got concussions and didn't know what day or year it was, let alone just 6 seconds of time missing. Yeah, I get your point now. I see what you're saying. Yeah, he had so many. Okay, thank you, Miss Kathy. Oh my gosh. One of the mods unban her. This stupid StreamYard. I did not mean to do that, Miss Kathy. My bad. Unban her. I was trying to pull her comment up. That dude's still in the chat. He's going off right now still. So what, Dominic Solwe? He's gone. It's over. He can't defend himself. It's no relevance. Exactly, Cindy. She knows. Yeah, unban her, please. Y'all have a great night, yo. We're winding down. We're out of here. We're out of here. They did 2 live flights, but yeah. No, so he was in the ambulance. Unless I did hear who went in, because in the body cam the police officer says y'all taking Mackenzie on the the life flight and the airlift, and they said no, we're taking her in the ambulance. So I don't know if they eventually did, because I remember hearing it. I remember hearing the helicopter scene. I think they did. I think they took. Thank you all the moderators: Mallory, Justified, Just Pepper, salute, Jules, salute. Yeah, you did a great job, Miss Cindy, up here. That was good. Good takes. Lisa, salute. J Lo, this chat was wild. Definitely different from Melly's chat. I could hardly keep up. Salute to True Crime with Melly. So, what is Melly? So, what's Melly's take on it? Is it the same, or she's has a different take on things? We have some people in her chat. Maybe they give me a idea. I haven't seen her stuff lately. Um, the messages I get, like going through she went through all the messages, but again, how does it change the intent? Is there proof that there's some other kind of there's some kind of proof out there that What are we missing? What is the YouTube streets missing that some of the people? I see some people in the chat tonight too, was saying this and that. What are we missing then? Because I would love to be sent this stuff for me to go over it to see if it is actually relevant, which I highly doubt it, but we will. I think it's True Crime with Melly Pixie, Salute the Pixie. Yeah, his name was Dime. Okay, that's another great point. Dime Boy Records. His name was Dime Boy. She was Dime Girl. Oh, everyone knew they fucking smoked and sold weed. What are they talking about? Who cares, dude? Man, what's over under getting kicked to a medium security? That's a great question, dude. 7 Mile Productions 237. What's the over under on her getting kicked to a medium security? She would have to get in some more trouble. Oh, Dime Boy. Yeah. Oh, Dime Boy and Oh, Dime Girl, which she doesn't deserve that name anymore. That name is not even her thing. Yeah, it was a great live, entertaining. That dude that came up, even though his takes are like crazy, it's still, it's good to have, a chance. You have the opportunity, and you could come. Anybody could come up. But he got bodied. I think Pino did a great job of really hitting him with some facts. DBS. I miss the old DBS with the alarm in the background. This new DBS setup, you don't even have the fire alarm no more. What are we doing, man? We got Joy Harbaugh, dude. Are you related to John Harbaugh? Not okay. She says Natalie screwed Potts defense when she acknowledged only one episode and never gave that info to the BMV. That's a great point. So you could listen. I did a whole video on that. Natalie Shirilla provided the murder weapon. You want to go deeper? Go back to her comment to the point where they're at the DMV. I think that's what she meant to say, right? She was there at the DMV and basically didn't, tell the truth about if they did, which again, that just proves they didn't have. Dude, Potts, you have to go through a whole bunch. There's paperwork on this. They could prove this. They won't even drop the paperwork of the injuries that day. I don't even want to hear it. Melly thinks she wasn't given a fair trial. Okay, yeah, you can go into the whole trial thing, but then if you keep pushing that, it's going to get to the point where now, which that she don't have a foot in the race of like uh caring about Mackenzie. But when it comes to like if they redid the trial, okay, now she has the opportunity to get life with no if they see the evidence. Now, what evidence? The evidence that everyone is presenting is not going to be relevant when it comes down to this. Like we're going to need to see actual fucking evidence of fucking, you know what I'm saying? That we need the paperwork. What about the drunk bar charity for shirts that Unhinged Sis did? Not a good look. What? What about the drunk bar charity for shirts? Oh, you're talking about the event that the Russos and Flanagans did, right? Bro, whatever's gonna work. I don't understand. It's not like they're drinking and driving or doing anything crazy, right? They were all having a good time. Dude, we can't get mad about how people mourn, and we can't judge about how they mourn. Now you can have comments like this and stuff, but in my opinion, really nothing you could do there. Like it's their life. They had to go through the tragedy. What up, man? You back up?
No, your mods were modding. I asked a simple, fair question. Your mods are being Nazi. No, that's not cool,
What?
dude.
What?
The fact that the unhinged big sister, and I'm not trying to be mean here, she sees money and clout, but that was so distasteful to do a charity for Dom shirts, and then they're doing it at a bar, getting wasted and drunk, and it's just a slop fucking shit show. Have you guys seen the actual
What do
show?
you want him to do it at a picnic and
No,
fucking
no,
butterflies and
I
shit in the
think I see
background and
people
shit, dude?
sitting
Let them
clout.
have a good
No,
time, dude.
I
We
see
didn't lose a
people
kid.
seeing
Why are we
clout and
judging how
money
they
here.
live?
No, I see people seeing clout and money here, taking advantage of what they can. Do better is what I'm saying. You guys are gonna white knight, minimize the
Let me
drug
see
dealer
y'all's
optics.
event. What event have you
You guys
done
are
for anybody?
minimizing the drug dealer optics. You guys are minimizing. I'm not saying they kill those guys. What I'm saying is the family is drug dealers. Okay, they know about it, they're accepting about it, and then watching a charity go down while they're getting drunk in a bar. Okay, just really tasteful, man. Real tasteful. You
Bro,
can
you never
defend that
went to
all
a
you want,
dude. A
but hey,
bar is
that
legal.
wasn't
Going
really
to a
very
bar
good
is
at,
perfectly,
you know.
dude. That's legal, bro.
Yeah, but do you think it's tasteful? You think like we're
Bro,
talking
we
about
don't get to decide if it's tasteful. We didn't lose a child.
all you want. I see money hungry grifters pulling their weight and people minimizing that this family was drug dealers. You guys could say what you want, but
It was a
that's
restaurant, by the way. I don't even think it was a bar. It was
no,
like
it
a
was
sports bar.
it was a bar. It was bar. They were at the bar. But the fact is, dude, go watch it. You would be cringed. It was the most cringiest shit ever. Especially
Yeah,
for
but
people that
that
say, like,
okay.
is this
So if
how we're gonna,
I
is this
I
how we're gonna
understand.
really celebrate? Like, or even like push up shirts to charity. Let's get drunk and wasted and fucking do like again, distasteful. You guys are all white knighting, and I get that a lot of people are in their fillers here, but you got to look at all sides of the optics. And the Russos, no
Listen,
offense,
bro, we do
are
look at all
involved in
sides of the
drug
optics. I
dealing.
think you got
The
this channel
Russos
fucked
are
up. We are
involved
not
in
in a
drug
connection with
dealing.
anybody, right? We've had
And
Christine
if
Russo up,
in
and we
these
also had the
situations
person that
before the
video.
video, hey,
Hold
there's
on,
other
bro.
YouTube
You sounded
channels.
like you're under. Hold on, bro. You got to sit down for a minute. You sounded underwater again. We've had Christine Russo on, and we had the other side on. We had Keezy on the same fucking video that you try to pull up here. We already had that lady on. We've got both sides. When it comes to this whole bar situation, we don't get to decide how people get to mourn and do fundraisers. The fuck you talking about? If the goal was to get money and do what they need to do for the foundations and fundraisers for Dom and Davion and it succeeded, who gives a fuck how it got presented? It is what it is. Like there was I'm gonna let you back up. I gotta do it like this because you sounded underwater. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, actually, people do give a fuck, dude. It's called class. It's called courtesy. It's called that. And again, when we talk about the drug dealer optics, if the foyer, what they found on the scales, white powdery stuff, other YouTubers are requesting foyers of these calls and everything else. Again, we're talking about people who dealt drugs. The families knew they dealt drugs, and they all were partiers. Both the Shirilla family and the fucking Russo family, partiers. So again, the optics are out there, but it was distasteful as shit. And I see a family trying to capitalize and grift off the situation just as much as people who aren't even related to the case. And what victims are not.
But that's where grifting was made. Actually, grifting doesn't. The term changes when it's the victims. Like you, grifting it was made because of the murder of people in people
Well,
taking
maybe
advantage
you
of
could.
cases and they're not even involved. But when it comes to a
Well,
victim, they're not grifting. It's basically it's their
bro,
case.
you're
That's
telling
their
me
case.
she's
That's
not
their
taking
victim.
every advantage. I could care less what you think. You had her on
She's
your
really
channel.
not though.
The
She
fact
doesn't. She
that she's
doesn't do the
taking
most,
every
bro.
advantage, dude, it's disgusting. Watching them get drunk and try and promote their merch and merchandise off the name of their
Yeah, you know what you do?
their
You just
victims
turn it off,
is
dude.
pretty
You just
disgusting.
Bro, that's like
Just
having a
saying.
family member. That's like Facebook and have you scrolling and seeing a family member doing something like that. You're gonna leave a comment and then start talking shit. No, you just just scroll past it,
No,
bro.
dude.
It
No,
wasn't for you. It was not for you.
I'm not gonna be doing like the merch type optics we're watching, but the fact that we the drunk charity thing just showed exactly what people are wondering and thinking about that. But again, you guys are minimizing the fact that the Shrillas and the Russos all were part of drug dealing party family. You hang out with drug dealers, or
Whoa,
you hang
wait a
out with
minute.
people doing
Hold on
shit.
now. Hold
What do
on.
you think?
Now you just incriminated the Shirillas. So first of all, we never even accused the Shirillas of doing any drug trafficking. You guys have always came with drug trafficking from the Russos. Now you're getting somewhere with something. Now you're in my fucking ball field, and now you're going to start an investigation provided by the detective of New Age Plug. Let me ask you something, brother. You just said the Shirilla family is drug trafficking. So, wow. Steve Shirilla, is he Walter White?
Okay, for one, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said the Shirilla family is drug
Rewind the
trafficking.
clip.
Right.
Rewind the
I
clip.
said that they know they were Shirilla's family know that they were dealing. Their daughter's dealing a drug dealer. Absolutely, they knew that the Russo was a drug dealer.
Did they know that she was selling her
They
pussy?
knew the daughter, even the sister knew. Look at the footage of when the cop was like really upset. And he was like, I'm not gonna lie, full transparency. There were mushrooms, drugs. The family kind of gave their roll of the eye, and the sister, you could tell.
Let me
like,
ask you something. Did they know that she
Oh,
was
yeah.
selling her vagina? Did the Shirillas know that she was selling
Who
her
knows?
vagina?
Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. All I know is you guys
That's
are
more charges.
the drug dealer aspect to this on both sides of the families, and you're minimizing the fact of the victims using the victims for a grift and money. Because I'm sorry, but having a drunk stream charity to
You could do
promote
that
the
when it's your
merchandise of
brother.
your dead brother is not classy.
If me and
No
you did
offense.
that, that'd be grifting. If me and
No
you did that,
offense. I
that's
would never
but that's her
fucking try
brother.
and
That's her
scam
brother,
money.
brother.
I would never try and make money getting
Well, that's
wasted
you. That's
off of
you,
my
and you don't know.
dead
You don't know
family
yet.
member.
You haven't got hit with the fucking funeral
I just see a
You
bunch
haven't
of
got hit with
white knight
shit.
and optics here, and I see a bunch of people in their feelings here, and I see people making excuses and trying to grift on the situation.
Shit changes when it happens to you, bro. You don't know what you would do if someone in your family died. You might do something like that.
I don't know. It just, again,
Because
there's
you have
optics
no
here.
other options, bro.
And when you said, "Oh, there's no white powder on this," other YouTubers are requesting foyers. What do you think they found in those rooms that had the drugs? And so, why do you think she wanted in that? Why do you think she wanted in those rooms or that house so bad? Why do you guys think she wanted in that house so
White
bad?
powder? Did it come back positive as cocaine?
I'm just saying what I've read
No.
on foyers, what people showed. White powdery substance on scale, blah, blah. But we know he was a drug dealer. Acid, mushrooms, weed. I mean, a drug dealer, bro. You're going to make your cash. You think the fucking bundles of cash that her and him are, again, if my child was hanging out with drug dealers and I was okay with that, okay, and then all of a sudden something bad happened, I mean, I'm not saying those boys
You
deserve
made the
death.
field even by saying that the
guys wanna
Shirillas knew.
minimize
If the
this shit
Shirillas knew,
and
if the
literally
Shirillas knew,
uptaking.
and then what are we talking about? The whole field is even. We still have a car accident with 2 dead people in it. So what are we doing?
Right. And what I'm saying is the fact that a lot of testimony, a lot of things that happen in this were to protect the Russo name because she is absolutely invested and with the courts and legal system, worked with them. You think they want, knowing this was going to go viral like this, they want their family to be known as the drug dealer family? Or fucking just like Christine Root doing her
I
little
see drug
grift at a
use.
bar.
Hey, I'm
getting
gonna be
drunk
real
with
with
their
y'all.
little
I'm gonna be
weed.
real with y'all. I see drug use, but I don't see drug dealing.
Oh,
Just because you got a
so
scale
so it's
doesn't.
very known through testimony records, police reports, and the drug dealing just, it's minimized. Let's minimize it. Let's minimize this.
Listen, I watch the same stuff you do on TikTok. I seen Keezy's channel. She brought up the fact
talking
that
about
somebody
FOIA,
passed
police
away,
reports,
but she
actual
has not
FOIA.
brought up any facts of her actually having
I'm talking
anything
about
to do with trafficking drugs. Now,
I don't know
you
about
guys got other angles. I'm waiting for other shit. Go ahead.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe if you, what's your email? We'll send you some of the
New
FOIA's
new
audio
age
check.
new age plugs with an S at Gmail.
Okay, I'll send
New
you
age
some of
plugs.
the stuff we got. All I'm saying is, I feel people are minimizing this. And yeah, I said in your chat, I don't think it was classy to do, whether you, and that's my opinion. Y'all could say no, it's Victor. So I don't get my opinion. I'm gonna get blocked out of chat for saying I think it was distasteful and not classy to do a charity being drunk and just trying to sell your merch and stuff for your dead family member. It was disgusting. And
Let me ask you something. Do you believe that every case is a conspiracy? Because you talked about earlier about being in like ultra mind control and how the mainstream, dude. The actual thing is what the government does. I don't know if you noticed, but they want you to be in these conspiracy theories because we already know that hold on, bro.
I think Steve Shirilla is right when he says that the Russo name has things to do with this because there are optics of protecting and because of how viral it's getting, the PR and who she's worked with, what she's done and who they've worked. And again, the drug dealing shit is real. The family knew, even Mackenzie's family knew their daughter was dating a drug dealer. Like it's not an issue with them. But if it became public, oh damn straight. You don't think a big unhinged sister wants, again, we're watching the optics of these people, and it's like you hang out with scum, yeah, things happen scummy ways. And I'm not saying those boys deserve to be dead, but this was a family of drug dealers, straight up.
Ask
That
Rosie
the
to come
crazy
on
bitch
real quick.
fucking did what she did, and then now we're supposed to minimize the
Is Rosie
optics of
sleeping?
what these people were involved in and what their lifestyle was and everything else.
Can you put Rosie on?
Yeah, let me go get her.
Go get her. I want to hear what her opinion is on this whole thing. Oh, he left. Dude, I think I think y'all are onto something with that. I think that might be him now, dude. That got weird right there. Oh shit. I'm gonna drop the link again, bro. He's gotta do dude. But in my this is my point though. So I used to be like him. Everything's a conspiracy, right? The earth is flat, fucking every conspiracy, reptilians, you believe it all. That to me is the distraction that they try to push out because you become so invested into them theories. When you start looking at stuff for what it is, black and white, oh my life seems a lot better. Like I understand, and I still believe some conspiracies, but you grow out of that. A lot of people that are still big on like a lot of they will eventually grow out of it. It's a phase. I think there's some stuff that's question that you got questions that don't make sense, like with Charlie Kirk. I mean, we can question stuff, but at the end of the day, we know that Casey Anthony, we know that's cut and dry, even though that she was found what she was found. Um, and then we know some cases that like Wade Wilson, we know how cut and dry that case is. Now now there was like allegedly parallel crimes happening at the same time, and I think that's where this dude and a lot of creators are trying to point out there's parallel crimes, but the parallel crime never needs to go. We didn't look at parallel crimes that Diane and Christine committed. You go in the background of the actual murder and the parallel crimes they did. Not you don't victim shame. There's no it doesn't change anything. We don't need to know any of the dirty any secrets from Diane or any secrets from Christine. Like I remember they did try to bring up some stuff too, and it just doesn't make sense. So, but we here. I dropped the link again for him. I think he was really about to go wake Rosie up. Drop the link for him again. All right, we were about to leave earlier, but we are leaving soon. We are. I forget what we were going to talk about before he came up, for him to want to come up like that again. What if she did this with? This is my thing too. Would they still have the argument if the murder weapon changes? So you give Mackenzie Shirilla a gun. Does this whole thing change now? Did they still come in with this argument? It makes it different. That's why this case is particular because it is a vehicle involved. And remember, I was pushing that shit for a while. Natalie Shirilla, provided the murder weapon because she did technically. So I don't know. But when it comes to the whole court shit, yeah, they can argue that too. Like they can argue that the lawyers were dumbasses. The lawyer even admitted he was a dumbass. But even them being dumbasses, it only helped the Shirillas because the case is so cut and dry. Now they have something to argue, man. It's like almost like when every president wins, or a president doesn't win. It's voter scam, which I think there actually was voter fraud. That was a bad analogy. Never mind. We got to go. We out of here, man. Yeah, no, exactly. I just they're trying to bring down something else that's going on. Well, that's snitching in a way and doesn't make a lot of sense to do. Doesn't change the outcome. Can't prove intent. Really interesting. Creatively inspired. She says you can't prove intent. So that's why, okay, created. So give her the gun instead. Give her a gun. How many cases in America that somebody got mad at somebody in literally a split second and went and got their gun and shot them down? It's the same thing when she don't have the gun. She don't have a gun. She's in a car. She got mad at Dom and she killed Dom. That's all the intent you need. You're trying to find like little molecules and it's not. And let me ask you something. Are you one of the people that think the black box is lying? It's crazy. The intent is there. The intent happened. Every case, dude, murder ones, murder twos. Bro, I'm telling you, it happened all across America. But now it's a car. It makes it different, and y'all, it's weird. Oh, and it's one of the. Now we got to see how y'all come with like 20 different things. Dom grabbed the wheel the week prior. Okay, the week prior. Okay, let's talk about that, right? If someone is driving nicely, would you grab the wheel? Or do you grab the wheel when someone's driving crazy? Because I know what you're talking about. I know that happened. But then prior from a witness, and maybe you're on one of these people saying that this witness lied, saying, you know, that she threatened to crash the whip. But why would you grab a wheel? I would only have to grab the wheel if the driver was going crazy, right? Oh, I love the other side. There we go. Now we're back. Dude, there's a lot of different kind of people in here tonight. Holy crap. How about the Bane shirt Steve wore? Yeah, so that's a whole crime circus thing. Like crime circus came up with it's just marketing. Like he markets case this is probably where the core of these people come from is crime circus. Go crime circus has always been on the other side. The same people here, I guarantee it, creatively inspired. She probably believes, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but you probably believe that Richard Allen is innocent. You know what I'm saying? Or Brian Koberger, one of them two, out of one of them two, which, you know, that's a perfect example of a case where y'all try to like make the victim seem like they were part of some drug trafficking shit too. Like that's insane. That again, that's irrelevant. That's so irrelevant, bro. It's crazy. Shout out to Jules for the donation. Appreciate you. Shout out to all the members. I want to be a baller. Anton, man. Oh, he's funny. Snowplow. And then we have got a new member too, Miss Sue. Thank you. There's another girl too. I don't know who the other girl is. I think Ron Mango is probably the best channel covering this. That's what, honestly, when we continue to cover this, if we do it on, I think we got to change the Mackenzie lives up because Fridays have to be more of everything going on. We have to go mainstream, y'all, on Friday nights. So we're gonna be changing up the live probably, but we're gonna do like a Mackenzie breakdown like every Wednesday or Tuesday or something, and start that going on. Now we have that show going on Tuesday because it's gonna be a while, but we could definitely look into that. Yeah, Rod Mango. That's what I was talking about. We need to react to everything. Rod Mango. She's a little bit behind on everything, but I will say this: she's bringing every little thing up, every little thing up. I would love to interview her. We need to push that. That'd be great. Holy crap! She's like it's detail, very very great attention to detail. And a lot of the Mackenzie, uh, I wouldn't even call y'all supporters, but the other side is saying that she whatever. Y'all are saying a bunch of stuff like this person said this, but I haven't seen any like proof. I need paperwork. We need actual proof, no conspiracies. Like actual proof of why, and not a million different things. You have to come with one argument what happened, because that's what life is. It's one thing. If you can't, but 20 million different fucking things is not working, y'all. Y'all are all over the place. Clean it up. Y'all are worse than the damn lawyers right now. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. Bring it back home. Bring it back home. Let's see. We need paperwork. Now, I'm telling you, we're gonna need some see some stuff. New Age Plugs at Gmail. What FOIAs do we need? What do you? So my this is my thing too. Mackenzie Shirilla's mom should have got her phone took and looked through, because if that's true, she's laying there and texting her mom and talking to her mom. That needs to be looked through. I wonder if they actually, if that's what y'all trying to FOIA. That this is my thing. This is what someone should FOIA, and the actual the whole. Okay, so on YouTube they just put clips of the actual the trial. The actual trial, they just put clips, the victim impact statement, all that. But there's a lot more footage that we're missing. So the only way to request is you got to go through the news channel. I already tried; they didn't give it to me. But we need that full footage of the trial. There's trial channels too that should try to grab it. That was Bubba, right? Kelly said it was Bubba. A lot of people say it's Bubba. If that's Bubba, he's been a troll on the internet for a while, because there's videos with this dude. I don't know if it, I don't I, I'm not sure if that was Bubba or not, but it was weird how he left after we asked for Rosie. I think she's sleeping. She already did her stretches. I don't even call that workout. The comments are off. Turn the comments on. That's why he was going hard on Velma, because she kept saying that. That's funny. Justified. I tried. They don't explain it. Wait a minute. What's your comment for? Can you guys explain the positions Kenzie's in? I can't tell what I'm looking at. Explain where her head's at. Okay, so you're farther back in the live. Hold on. So her arm is right there. Her head is just laying on the other side. Now there is a shot where I could see her head, but we're not trying to show anything else. You know what I'm saying? So, but she's just laying on her side. Her head is right there, perfectly fine. That she has a white shirt on. Her arm, and you can see her shoulder. Everything's right there. Her head's right there. I guess I could try to get a better view, but I think that's the best one that we could do. We're not trying to show anything else. And our theory now, if our conspiracy, we go into conspiracies, but I don't know if it's facts yet. But there's evidence that she was just laying there, bro. She was awake. She knew what was going on. Imagine her walking out of that, right? Just walking out and getting help. In her mind, she would think that made it look worse. We got the full thing. Not showing any more of this relevant. There's one part though. We had somebody sent a partial clip of her in the ambulance where they found the shrooms on her. We got the full. Now we got the full unredacted. But there's a little bit more there too. We might go over that soon. We got to edit it though, make sure everything's right and nothing gets shown. Because it's a graph. It's very graphic. It's makes you look at this so much way different. Like I didn't even play music tonight. If you notice when we started this live, I was like, I don't even feel like playing music right now. I don't even want to do it. I don't even know all these Mackenzie diss songs. I've had a lot of people are like really going crazy. Like I guess one of the videos is blowing. We have a video blowing up. It's the interview that we did with Cheyenne. that video from 7 months ago is starting. It's doing going crazy, and people in the comments are like, "Yo, that song at the end, you need to put it on Spotify." What the heck? Yo, somebody said that they're friends with the family and they're like, dude, our friend it was friends with Dom or something. It's like, yo, we need that song on Spotify, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. It's just exclusive for here because it's just like we're trying to keep the art. It's not. I'm not trying to dilute the art. But it just wasn't at the right time. I'm not playing no music tonight. She did position her seat like a NASCAR driver. The actual dash was pushed in from the collision. It actually happened to me once. The whole dash moved 8 inches in. Oh, who said that she did it like a NASCAR driver? Well, she technically did, Mike. But you're talking about the seat. I'm talking about actual what happened. But I see what you're saying. Let's go back to the photo. The airbag definitely helped her. I'll tell you that. But just the way that her side looks, you could just see. And this is they're probably gonna be creators that take this photo and do some content on it. I already know y'all go do your thing. But I'm telling you, like the other side is horrible. Oh, DVS says she positioned herself. I think she just laid. It's kind of just lay over. Look how her legs are still intact there. And where's that slipper underneath the brake, by the way? I think that got put under the brake getting her out. Did we ever think about that, y'all? They took that photo when she's already out of the car. That damn slipper theory is out the window, too. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to review the video and see if we can get a clear view of that whole fucking stupid slipper theory. RIP to Dom and Davion. You already know, man. Salute to the chat. We in here. Yeah, I think, Mike, I think she was. Wait a minute. Somebody said someone had a book said how to survive a car crash. Car crash. Interesting. All I remember is the car smashing into us. That's it. I told them all my sister's info. I was making sure she was okay. I don't remember anything I said to them. Perfectly unfiltered. Wearing slippers to drive puts more against her. They're not photos. They're screenshots from a video. The unredacted body cam. All right, we out of here. Y'all have a good night. I thought the stupid slipper was under the gas pedal. Either or, the way it was on her foot right there. So I don't know. Maybe the other one, but I think it went under there after they. I'm gonna look into that. That's another thing. Truth can be stranger than fiction. Oh yeah, so that's I don't know if that's true, right? But it's it's a statement that the friend gave and said she did. But I don't know if it actually happened. But she said she drove right by. She drove right by and didn't see nothing. Now, Shirilla got found with the shrooms on person. We showed that fact in the last live we did. That or not the live or video, whatever. One of the videos on YouTube Streets, we just showed it. That's when we got some of this unredacted body cam. First, salute to the person that sent it, but she got caught with it on person. So that whole theory people are running with that Rosie pulled up and maybe grabbed drugs and shit out of the car. She would have grabbed that too, right? Maybe, I don't think. And plus, you have camera footage. We would see that. We would see someone pull up on there and do all that. So it didn't happen. But did she drive by? That's what she said. That's what Rosie says. She drove by. So that's in the paperwork. Yeah, y'all have a good night. I'm out of here, man. Gotta go. Yeah, definitely needs a deep dive. Listen, Crime Circus, he pushes that shit. He just wants to be on the other side. It's not all true. It waters down cases. It's victim blaming. Like y'all did that with Idaho 4 and fucking those 2 little girls that Richard Allen killed. And I could say that without saying allegedly because he got found guilty of it. The stuff that y'all say, you need to start saying allegedly after, because you're actually going against what the law. If we're going by the law, because y'all are going by the law, you're trying to say the law didn't do this and do that. Well, you need to go by the law and start saying allegedly after you're saying all this shit. Because these people have been convicted. At the end of the day, Mackenzie's been convicted. Richard Allen's been convicted. Brian Koberger admitted to it. He pled to it. We hear. We're done with the bullshit. A lot of people on YouTube are done with this fucking whole side of YouTube doing this shit, man. I get it gets more views. You're always going to get more views than us. We know this. You're going to get way more views because the conspiracy sells. But at the end of the day, it's not every single case. Now, Charlie Kirk, you got my attention. There's some crazy shit going on in that case. You got my attention. But Richard Allen, dude, you're fucking watering down and victim shaming 2 little girls that passed away. This dude admitted to it. We out.